Let's do this.
Time to turn about this page. The prosecution stands ready. Make sure we're live first.
Alright.
See us. We are on the Twitch.
Can you hear us, though?
Opening. Yes.
Alright.
And you are Franziska von Karma, prosecutor.
Heading in jail.
Get out, listen to the legendary prosecutor, Franziska von Karma, would you?
Legends are a thing of the past. I am a von Karma, that is all. She completely forgets this in the investigation games.
Because I guess, she makes it known that she's Von Karma's kid.
This stupid degree. Upon a special request, I flew in today for the purposes of prosecuting this case.
You did? Then you must be quite a big shot, eh? By the way, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm almost certain I've seen you somewhere before, or am I just imagining things? You look very much like a prosecutor I met once. Long ago.
Just like a whole dream sequence.
Just flashback to the same case that we just did. I believe you are imagining things, Your Honor.
Hold on, this is the good part. It's the part where the defendant and the junior lawyer start arguing.
I'm in a mood for turkey.
Miss Von Karma, do you have anything to say?
There is no such weakling as this man among those of the prosecutor's office.
There isn't, but I'm sure once before. Ah!
I told you there is no such weakling.
What is that, a whip? I do not care for such a thing in my courtroom. Bailiff, remove that whippet.
Hold it!
I have no objection to the whip. Why?
You don't?
It's part of a character stride. We can't really take it out. The prosecution can wield a whip or drink 17 cups of coffee, but there is still only one truth, and that is what I stand here to prove today.
Nice.
This promises to be interesting, Miles Edgeworth. I had expected to face Phoenix Wright here today. Edgeworth on the phone. Oh, by the way, Phoenix Wright was asking about you. He wanted you to prosecute for him. I what? She gets on a plane immediately. But looking at you now...
You had me at Phoenix Wright.
Maybe this is what I have been waiting for all this time. Miles Edgeworth, I will not allow this chance to crush you slip through my fingers. I won't allow this crush to get crushed by your fingers to slip out of my fingers. Anyway, then I see you brought your flair for the histrionic.
What the fuck does that word mean? Allow me to add to the things that I'm not sure about. People acting bizarrely in my court. Where?
The stage is set. Now continue with the proceedings, Your Honor. Got three distinctly different voices that all are call for very different
Tones of voice.
Yeah, tones of voice from me.
Very well, Miss Von Karma, please give an outline of this case. With as little whipping as possible.
The murder victim is the famed picture book author, Miss Elise Donen. Her body was found in the Hazakura Joe's Temple courtyard. She just like looks at her notes, starts squinting. Torso by a ceremonial sword from a golden statue. The statue came to life and stabbed her in the butt.
This is the weapon in question, correct? Very well, the court accepts.
There is no mistake. This was the doing of Sister Iris. After all, there is a witness to her crime.
A witness voiced by the other person in the room, I hope. Very well. Please bring this witness to the witness to the stand.
And so it begins. My first and last trial as a defense attorney. This bit short. Witness, please state your name and occupation, please.
Hold on here. I'm not sure about being not sure if I care about this at all. Witness, please stand up nice and straight.
If I recall correctly, there are a few milk crates in the defendant's lobby for our back pain-plagued witness.
Bailiff, fetch a crate for this poor lady, please, so we can see her in the face.
Once again, your name and occupation, please.
Little me? Well, I'm the head nun of Joe's temple.
Leave this sanctuary at once.
You want me to leave?
No need to get your fingers in it, Twist. Let me tell ya, I'm a sight of beholding, son.
In any case, I'm gay. Witness,
Like he just nonchalantly just said that.
By the way, everyone, happy Pride Month. And it's just a fucking huge-ass banner that says Edgeworth is the gay. Written on a rainbow background. And fucking Gumshoe comes running in with streamers, and fucking Kazoo is flags with little gay prides.
Nice.
What the fuck are you doing, Gumshoe? Your salary's getting cut. I'm not paying for any of this. I hear that you saw the crime take place on the night in question.
That's right. I can still hardly believe it myself, to be honest. There's no way dear little Iris could do anything like that.
Your own movements that night, eh? Well,
The writers had to throw that in so we wouldn't forget the fact that he's fucking Canadian.
That night I was helping an acolyte with their training in the inner temple, but, well, as you can see, my back likes to act up violently. So I left Iris to help the acolyte return to Joe's temple. There's no bath at the inner temple, you see, and I need a long, hot soak.
please describe the long hot soak, please.
It was after I finished, just as I was heading back, that's when I saw it.
Why'd you skip the best part?
Don't worry, we'll push her for details.
So simply
Testimony that I can see. You're not about to fall at the first hurdle now, are you, Miles Edgeworth? What is a hurdle?
Mr. Edgeworth, please begin your cross-examination.
Objection. So you returned to the Joe's temple in order to take a bath?
My back is to blame for everything.
Oh, come on.
Check, because that was not plugged in.
Are we speaking though? I don't think we are. Did you set the microphone?
Yes.
There we go.
Alright, that's a pretty big delay. Okay. I'm tapping you in.
My bag is to blame for everything.
Man, it's been a while
It's
since
a do or be done in kind of world after all.
How long were you in the bath for, if you don't mind me asking?
It's been like 2 weeks. No, it's been 3 weeks since we did any Ace Attorney, so we gotta get back into this.
My, what a pickle little roll you are. I know what's on your mind. So your next question is going to be, where exactly did you wash? This is why you have to wash.
No, you gotta say that like a JoJo character.
What do you mean?
Your next line is...
Oh. This is why
Why
you
did
have
they
to
give
wash
me a
the
fork?
The bread?
No.
Did they give you coleslaw? I said no coleslaw.
He's having a Vietnam
Gone.
flashback.
Oh god, they gave you coleslaw and extra toast.
Which means you paid extra for the toast.
Oh.
Here, you can take it. I don't want it.
I'm full.
I'll take it later.
You can take it now.
I'm playing. I am being a.
You know what? That's fine.
I'm being a rather large and attractive bathhouse woman.
She's not large. She's actually super short.
They explain her back.
Oh. What?
Oh, you know. Anyway, that's why you have to watch the young.
What are you going on about? Oh, God.
Do it.
Oh, let me swallow this chunk of potato in my throat. Sure, it'd be nice if I got a chance to take my straw out of the wrapper. Okay. God, I hate voice acting.
Ow. The car apparently.
Shut up, I'm getting to it. Pathetic, Miles Edgeworth. I voice this guy too.
The lowest of the low.
Is there some sort of kick me sign stuck to the defense's bench?
Anyway, I couldn't afford to be away from the post for too long, you understand, so. Oh, right, I was in the middle of pressing her.
Uh-huh.
Hold it!
Let's press on this one.
Right, it's because we started playing, we got about 8 minutes in.
Yeah, and then they had connected
Cut out.
you said, fuck
Yeah.
it, I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, because we were doing, that was the tornado day.
Yeah.
Tornado!
What time to fucking be alive?
So technically we did do this 2 weeks ago, but for only 8 minutes. That's why the quality of this, I'm gonna splice them together. So that's why the quality just suddenly shot up significantly. Yeah, everything we recorded on that day, you know, all the stuff that is going up in the 300 subscriber special, it all looks like shit.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know what the internet was going on with that today, but it shouldn't be related to the tornado because, like, that's Twitch's end. Yeah, it all
Maybe
looks like shit.
Twitch was dealing with the tornado too.
You know, maybe. Alright. Crime took place in the courtyard, correct?
When you go from my room to the main hall, you have to take a winding hallway from which you can see the courtyard.
That's right. In other words, it was pure coincidence that the witness saw the crime was taking place before her eyes. There was no complicated setup in this case.
That certainly seems to be true. Can you all shut up so I can eat my damn food?
There's indeed only one problem with this testimony. I can clearly point out what it is. We need to get more friends. We need to get more friends so I can be like, hey, I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna give my one character to someone else for a second. God, can you imagine doing Danganronpa? Fucking, what, 16 characters each game? Holy shit. And I voiced all of them in 2 and 3. I miss you, man. I missed you during the lonely summer of 2020.
I missed you too. Anyway.
Just how good this witness's memory and observations.
Sorry, we only get a 2-minute lunch.
Oh, yeah, that's a reference to How I Met Your Mother. By the way, I started watching How I Met Your Mother because the new series is coming out in January.
Oh.
What day is it today? The 29th?
Yeah.
I'm on to season 4. I started on Boxing Day. I've watched 3 full seasons of a show in 3 days.
And
It's not a show that aged very well.
That's not true. There are jokes in it that have not aged well. The show itself is still really good. But yes, anytime the show makes a transgender joke, holy shit does it feel like the show was made in the mid-2000s.
what do you mean? What jokes?
Well, I'm not gonna say them, but like, horribly, it dates it. It dates it very hard. Surprisingly enough, the Barney stuff is not as bad as I thought it would be. There's still definitely a few points of contention. There's literally a line where he goes, the only time... It's honestly funny, but for the wrong reasons. There's a line in, I think, Season 1 or Season 2, where he goes, the only time you should wait to sleep with a woman if she's 17 years old and 11 months. And I'm just like, oh no!
Oh.
That's horrible!
That is horrible.
But yeah, there's, I think in the later seasons they make it better, because there's literally a point where, it doesn't always make sense, but there's a point where he pulls out a scrapbook and he's like, yeah, all the girls that I've ever slept with consent to having their pictures taken while we're doing it and put it in the scrapbook. And I was like, there's some, I don't know if that all adds up, considering all the things you've done, but, yeah, it's not nearly as bad. Like, there's still some illegal stuff, but that was definitely the one thing I was going into it thinking, like, this is gonna be bad, isn't it? Like, definitely, if you want to watch it and you haven't watched it in a long time, expect the show to have not aged gracefully, but it's still way better than some of the older stuff. Like, you ever watched Friends?
Every once in a while. Yeah.
Holy shit, Friends has not aged well at all. But yeah, there's also a lot of really good bits in the show, and Kristen's referring to something that I forgot, the 2-minute date, where Ted's first date with Stella is because she, for some reason, only gets 2 minutes for lunch at her job.
That seems illegal.
It does, but they have this wonderful date where they, and it's all one shot too. Like there's stuff in this show that like just on a TV level, like this is why I miss TV. Like they do stuff that I just miss. Like I honestly haven't watched a show with a laugh track in a while. And this show like does it pretty well. Okay. I'm done distracting.
Yeah,
Let's get back to
2-minute date was probably my favorite.
I didn't even know you watched the show before that.
Anyway. That night I was helping an acolyte with their training in the inner temple.
What is this inner temple?
Well, see, conversing with the spirits is what we train people to do, right?
We'll be the ones asking you the questions, madam. Let me finish my fucking fries.
In order to do that, a place strong in spiritual power is required. There's a small temple across the dusty bridge called the Inner Temple. Acolytes must spend an entire night there to undergo intense training.
Maya? Hello? Oh my goodness.
Burgers!
Hello? Nick? Burgers!
I can't feel a burger in my mouth.
I counted to 60 like 100 times. How many hours is that? Not even 2, by the way.
Yeah, that's not even.
Not even 2.
That's 60 seconds.
Uh-huh.
A minute. 100 minutes. An hour.
And now we're in 40 minutes.
40 minutes.
So, what?
By the way, that's actually something I've done on slow days at work. I've counted to 60 several times.
Jesus. So quite exacting can't be performed without a nun supervising.
Like a tutor, watching to make sure a spoiled child studies.
Is it?
I imagine that's what his actual inner monologue is.
Eating raisin canes and rambling.
His inner monologue is eating a slice of Texas toast.
No, just the mumbling. Mumble and grumble.
Is it?
A tutor with a whip in your case. Play the game. Yay. If that is
I don't love you.
I do love you. If that is the case, then why did you return to Joe's temple where the murder took place. It's a running gag that works so well, because, like, I never see it coming, and I just, like, have to remember that that's a joke that we've done.
What?
So, in the game, it's called Hakazura Temple, but we've been making fun of the fact that this series is really, like...
American Wash.
It's been American watched, yes. Because, early 2000s video games.
Just like how
But, like, the fact that got slipped through and neither of us, whenever it shows up, neither of us, like, know how to read it, because it's very Japanese. I think Scott made the joke that it was called Joe's Temple, and I was like, that sounds like Trader Joe's. And that's the joke, is that it's just Trader Joe's is what they would have done it had they actually changed it. They would have changed it from Hakazura Temple to Trader Joe's.
Hold it!
Violently? Did you violently stab someone, Bikini?
That's right. It's no Latin matter, especially in winter. Can't hold anything heavier than a knife and a fork during the cold months. To be
Knife
alive
and
is like
fork.
strict training. Her jowls move. Holy shit.
Yeah. On the night of the murder, was this fabulous back of yours hurting again?
That's
Stop
right.
thinking about my backside!
Raging like a bull in a pig pen. I almost fainted once or twice.
That's a good game. I know I'm distracting again, but that's on purpose. You know it's a good game that you
What?
really should play?
But
Spider-Man 2018. I kind of do a playthrough.
I already did play it.
I know. I kind of do a playthrough of that for the channel, because it's got some emotional beats in it, man. It's also probably one of my favorite iterations of a couple characters, and characters that haven't shown up in movies either.
I knew that unless I warmed it up, it was going to finally finish me off.
Hold it!
You left Iris to help. With what?
With stabbing someone, I mean.
You what?
What do you think? The acolyte's training, of course. It's just past 10 p.m., so we were starting to enter the training exercise proper.
Wasn't it your place to remain with the disciple?
Well, the job's simply to watch over the acolyte so they don't pass away. What?
Just to confirm this point again, that night, you met Iris in the inner temple, correct?
Yes. She's a gentle, honest girl, except for the fact that she killed someone. Never once failed to follow my directions. Except when I told her to help keep that book lady alive.
I'll do it, ma'am! Stab. Oops!
I suck at this.
I'm real bad at my job. I have evidence.
Make sure
I've-
she's staked in place.
There's no
I got it.
there's no bath in the inner temple. Ha! Objection! I found gamer girl bathwater at the inner temple. How would that have gotten there unless there was a bath? Ah, it's just Twitch and their infamous hot tub time machine. You know what would have been cool? If that actually had worked, the DVD player or whatever. Chris and I went over to our friend Jason's house, and he has a hot tub, and we were going to watch Hot Tub Time Machine. It was my first time, it would be my first time watching it, but the DVD player didn't work.
So you were gonna watch Hot Tub Time Machine while in the hot...
In a hot tub, yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, I've never seen Hot Tub Time Machine, but I hear it's good. You made a noise.
Anyway.
Alright. I'm okay with that. Like I said, normally I miss out on things that people are like, you should see this, and then I'm just like, I'll get to it when I get to it. There's only one thing that's finite in this world.
Death.
Time. Death? I feel like that's...
Hold it!
So you return to Joe's temple in order to take a bath. You ever think about how weird it is that we're alive at all? Like, you go back far enough, like, how...
Why are we here?
Yeah, why are we here? Like,
Just to suffer?
just to suffer at the hands of the defense attorneys in this country. God damn it, Phoenix, with your tight ass.
What?
Sorry, it's just weird from this position.
Can you repeat that? What the fuck?
There's just the guy in the corner that writes down, or the, you know, the transcript. Just what?
Okay.
I'm really surprised that that person has never shown up in a Phoenix Wright game, because that's always a thing. I wonder. We haven't played the second Great Ace Attorney yet, but I wonder if they'll show up in that, because that first game gets nutso futso.
My bag is
In a good way. I think that's
Yeah.
Oh, it's Ace Attorney, so it's always in a good way.
my bag is to blame for everything.
Can I spoil Ace Attorney 5? Like, are you gonna play the rest of these games?
You said one of them was only available on DS, right?
5 and 6 are only available through the 3DS eShop.
Go ahead.
Okay, 5's twist villain is, I'm not gonna
As
explain.
for his father, he came back from the
No. No, what's the point I'm trying to make here? I won't spoil unless I actually have a reason to, but 5's twist villain's a little weird. Like, it's an interesting concept, but it's executed so poorly. And I think that 5 has a lot of those moments where it's like, this could have been done well, but you could definitely tell it's their first time doing this, and it's just not as good. So to explain, the guy that made these games, Shikuquaza, he did 1, 2, 3, and 4. However, there was a long gap between 3 and 4 because he just lost. I don't remember the full reason. So then when they came out with 4 was like a soft reboot. It stars Apollo Justice. Phoenix is technically in the game, and I'm not going to explain what happens to him, but because it's relevant to the story. But it's basically like they're doing something new, but they're also not stretching far enough away from the original trilogy. So definitely play the original trilogy before you play 4. But it's also not like the original trilogy. It's hard to explain unless you actually play it. It's very unique, very different, and personally one of my favorite entries in the series. I know a lot of people don't like it, but then there's another long gap. And the reason because the guys that made Professor Layton contacted Shikuquaza and was like, hey, what if we did a crossover? And then they had a lot of creative differences, and it took Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright like a long time for it to come out. And during that time, Capcom was like, hey, we need a Phoenix Wright game to come out. And he's like, I'm working on this. Can we send some of my other team to work on these other games in the meantime? So they made Ace Attorney Investigations 1 and 2, and they did not do very well. And Capcom's like, hey, Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright still isn't out yet. We need to do a Phoenix Wright game. And Shikuquaza's like, hey, fine, I'm still working with this game. Let's have that team that made the investigation games make, Ace Attorney 5. It's fine, it's whatever. So they make Ace Attorney 5. And, it's not good in my opinion. And then we get Ace Attorney or Phoenix Wright versus Layton, and that's an okay game. And Shikuquaza doesn't want to go back to the main series because he's like, hey, they made 5, you can make a 6, right? And he just let them make 6. And then he went to work on Shikuquaza went to work on the Great Ace Attorney games. Which now that I've played the first one, holy shit, can you tell? Like, the writing that's in the original trilogy, I've been missing, and it's back in Great Ace Attorney in full force. Like, 6 is one of my favorite games in the series, don't get me wrong, but they feel noticeably different without Shu.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's a brief like the shortest history possible of the Ace Attorney games.
Maybe did this one.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Stop thinking about bathing women.
also been like kind of rambling during this part, so because I know that once we actually get into the case and we're like doing it, we won't have time for this. Because I'm sure we're confused as to what to do here, and it's just because we haven't played the game properly for like 3 weeks.
Yep.
Oh, she pretty. Too bad she did. I'm just not sure what the...
It's gotta be this then.
Probably?
Hold on, I'm gonna see
Yeah, probably gonna do this early.
it. There it is. No.
Objection!
Yeah!
Yeah! Witnesses have to undergo their own trials, I'm afraid. The defendant's fate rests on their powers of observation and memory, after all.
Well, don't worry. I'm more than up to the task. I'm a woman of faith, after all, the head honcho of Joe's temple.
See, I'm not sure.
Founded by the great man Joe America.
In that case, Miss Honcho, I'd like you to explain something for me. The discrepancy between your testimony and that of the defendant, Iris. She claims that after ringing the lights out bell, she went back and stayed in her room. Which means she did not go to the inner temple at all.
No! She thinks it.
A defendant or a witness? Who is more likely to lie, do you suppose?
Prosecutor.
Shut up. The defendant is simply lying to cover her back.
Objection!
But that is completely illogical. The murder was committed in the courtyard of Joe's temple. Claiming that she went to the inner temple would make for a much better alibi.
But that's odd. Whatever the reason, I can't believe that
She does indeed have honest eyes.
What did they just force out of you? All people lie, that is my belief.
Why am I the only one being whipped in here?
Because we don't have a whipping animation for anybody else.
No, they have one for
I'm sure they do, yeah.
Yeah, there was one for Edgeworth.
Hold on. Sorry. I got air in my chest. Okay, it's not coming out.
Yeah,
I'm sure you would like to.
Anyway, neither the witness nor the defendant have any reason to lie. Which means we must call your memory into question.
Oh god, that's the shit again.
Dear, you're older than me and you want to play that game, don't you? Do you?
God, what?
Why does your face look so serious? Why, are you a JoJo character?
Work of an this must be the work of an enemy stand. My memory's perfect, crystal clear, especially in the winter.
Then I suppose it's too early to end this cross-examination, eh? Mr. Edgeworth, if you are going to question the memory of this witness, you need a damn good reason for it.
Understood, Your Honor. I was naive to think that that alone would do the trick.
And please add your comments about a boot Iris to the testimony.
God damn it.
I almost missed that.
Let us return to the cross-examination.
Okay,
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, because didn't she give, Phoenix her blanket? Her hood. We don't have any evidence to that.
Hold it!
Yeah. Are you sure you're not making a mistake?
You, young man, need to get your estimations of me up from the floor. Iris always wears the same clothes. the smallest thing out of the place, but stood out like a sore thumb to me. You're making a mistake, thinking I made a mistake.
Sorry, I just want to point out that excellent noise I made there, and it was like Nigel Thornberry. So just imagine all of a sudden Miles Edgeworth, just his face changing into Nigel Thornberry for a second.
No, he unhinges his mouth and he just hops out from there.
Also, speaking of which, what a character, right? Because like nobody remembers anything from that show except for the fact that Nigel Thornberry exists.
Now I remember the main. The main character. I can't remember what her name is.
Oh, you can't remember what her name is?
But I know she can talk to animals.
That's the premise of the show. Okay.
That
That's literally that's the elevator pitch. All right. Can you tell me anything else?
Her youngest brother, I think, was like.
Do you know the monkey's name?
No.
Oh, I know it.
What are we talking about?
The Wild Thornberries.
Wild Thornberries. Okay, that's their last name. Do you remember the monkey's name? It's a good joke. It's a joke name. It's a really good joke.
What is it?
I never watched it.
His name's Darwin. Yeah.
I don't think I ever watched it.
I don't remember the youngest brother, but I know she.
Show an elephant or something?
Huh?
What?
I don't know.
It was like a family that was like traveling the world seeing animals, and the main character, whatever,
She's
Elijah.
like magic.
That was it,
Eliza? Yeah, Eliza.
Yeah, she had the ability to talk
right.
to animals.
Yeah, she got magic animal talking powers.
Yeah.
I can't remember the mom's name.
I can't remember anyone else's name.
She had an older sister.
Yeah, she does.
I literally just remembered that.
Yeah.
I remember Darwin, and I remember the kid.
The younger brother who...
He just only talks in animal
gibberish,
yeah. And there's also that crossover with the Rugrats? Maybe? I don't know.
Probably.
I know there was a movie that...
Yes.
The origin movie. Of how she gained the ability to talk to animals. Because, like, it was never... Like, it was, like, briefly talked about in the
It's just a show that nobody talks about. Like, everything else from that era, like, people talk about it enough that, it, like, you know, memory is improved through repetition. I just don't hear anybody ever talk about that show.
There was another
but the
show
fact
that
Nigel has just become this internet meme thing for so long. Not so much anymore, but it was for a
popular
long time.
a while back.
Yeah. It's just so weird that nobody talks about that show.
There's another show that I recently remembered, El Tigre. You remember that show?
Yeah, El Tigre.
Yeah.
What's you talking about me for? You sent me to prison.
One of my favorite jokes from that show was Manny's friend Rita discovered
there were a lot of Mexican wrestling shows from that era. Do you remember?
Yeah, it wasn't wrestling though.
Was it?
No, it was like a superhero show.
I thought it was like Luchador.
No, you're thinking of Mucha Lucha, I think is what it's called.
Oh my god. That is what I'm thinking of.
Anyway, but she discovered the library for the first time, and Manny's mom was the librarian. She was like talking to her about books. Like, do you have books about guitars? And she's like pulling books out from the books. Like, yes. Do you have a book about churros? Yes. Do you have a book about explosions? Yes. All right, but do you have a book about eating churros while playing the exploding guitar? She's like, yes. And fucking where you like fucking lose your goddamn mind because it's the greatest thing she's ever seen. God, I want to watch that show again now.
Oh my goodness.
Okay,
you know, I'm sorry to distract.
Oh, yeah,
One more.
They were videographers. The parents. They were like they were Animal Planet.
Yeah. That makes sense for this style of show.
Yeah.
One more distraction. I do just want to say this out loud so I remind myself. A show I need to watch is Owl House. It looks really interesting. I don't know anything about it, but everybody that talks about it says it's really good. And I know that I like the character of Hootie, who's just an owl, but with a long-ass neck.
No, he's the house.
Is he the house?
He's the house.
Okay.
So Owl House is about a owl house? What?
No, it's about
Yeah, like I said, I don't know anything about it.
A human girl.
There's humans in Owl House? That's so bizarre. I don't like it.
Who goes to a magical world where she learns magic.
Okay.
She basically learns magic from like
Why do they call it Owl House then? It feels like the Owl House is like the
Because that's
least
where they live, at the Owl House.
Feels like that's the least interesting part of that.
Because that's where they live, the Owl House. The
Okay,
Owl House has
everything I've ever
staples.
seen of Hootie has not mentioned the fact that he's a house. Like, now I'm just thinking of that one episode of Regular Show where Rigby turns into a house, and I'm just like, instead of Rigby, it's just Hootie's
I'm
face.
sorry, what?
Oh my god. So I found Regular Show on Netflix. It has fucking 8 seasons! Regular Show got 8 seasons! And
Is it on
apparently,
Netflix right now?
No, it's on Hulu.
Oh shit, I gotta look it up then.
Yeah, it has 8 seasons. I'm just
I
like,
remember
what
the guys who
the
developed the
fuck?
show went on to make another one.
Yeah, it wasn't as good. That's the thing about I'm gonna talk about Regular Show for a second now. I'm sorry to keep moving on, but like one of the reasons why Regular Show was so good is because they had to move around the limitations of Cartoon Network's censor because it was a kids show.
Yeah.
And so part of the fun of Regular Show is just the dumb things they would do to get around the censors. When they got the new show, they didn't have the censors. It was an adult cartoon. And it was not as good. Not nearly as good.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, yes.
There you go.
This is your daily reminder to watch Owl House and Regular Show. I can speak on...
And somebody get Yell Tucker on like Hulu or Netflix so I can watch it.
I'm in such a bad place right now. I'm trying to watch 2 movies, you know? I can actually watch one, I found out. I'm trying to watch Zack Snyder's Justice League because I haven't watched it yet. It came out this year, and I forgot that it came out this year, and
I haven't. I don't care.
Apparently it's really good. It fixes a lot of the problems because they gave it to Joss Whedon like halfway through, and he made a lot of changes. I'm just like, whatever. I'll just watch it to watch it. I don't even care if it's bad at this point because enough people have been like, you need to see what they did, and I'm just like, whatever. I'll watch it, and I now have a way to watch it. It's on HBO Max, and I have HBO Max. I'll just watch it someday soon.
Okay.
The other thing is Sing. Sing is an incredibly good movie.
I'll give you that.
Yeah, it's an incredibly good movie that I have not watched all the way through, but I got invested in it because it was on TV when we were over at my parents' house the other day, and I'm just like, fuck, I need to watch it. Guess what streaming service it's on?
What?
None of them. I'm not kidding. It's not on any streaming service. So I was like, let's just do a little Google search, see if I could find it illegally. No, that doesn't work because, of course, it's a movie about singing. There's a lot of fucking pop culture songs, so anytime it gets uploaded anywhere, it's like, if it wasn't uploaded for, illegally putting this movie online, it's also taken down for all the songs that it copyright claims, so it's just like, fuck. Can't find it anywhere. I seriously am thinking of just going to my local Blockbuster and renting it for like $2.
The Blockbuster is extinct.
Fuck! Anyway, let's continue to play the game now.
Anyway.
I feel like that's gonna go in a highlight reel. Like, I'm gonna make a highlight reel from all these games eventually, but like, my whole long explanation and ending with the Blockbuster fuck. That seems like a good Gilligan cut. Still, I have to wonder. I feel like singing now. Because seriously, I'm not even kidding about this. They give Seth MacFarlane the best song in that movie. Seth MacFarlane. I hate Seth MacFarlane. He does
Sing?
He's in Sing. He's the mouse in Sing. He gets the best song in that movie.
Okay.
He sings Your Way. He does a cover of Your Way.
Your Way.
You know, the Frank Sinatra song?
My Way.
My Way, yes. And that's actually what inspired My Way in DBZA.
Oh, really?
I'm not even shitting you. Takahata said that he watched Sing on an airplane, and he was like, this would make a really good outro for Cell's character. And that's why it's in DBZA.
It does work, though.
Yeah, it does.
Sang that in the middle of the
We got Cell singing My Way in his death scene in DBZA because Sing did it. That's so fucking hilarious that it makes me just want to watch the movie for that.
Anyway.
Objection!
I was right.
Okay, good. Witness, let's get one thing straight. I'm not going to go off on another tangent and tell you that you really should play Spider-Man for the PS4. But only the PS4 version, because if you play the PS5 version, you get the stupid-looking Tom Holland Spider-Man, but it's not related to to his character.
What?
Yeah, they changed it on the PS5 version, the original 2018 Spider-Man. They changed the character model to look like the guy that they have playing Peter Parker in the Miles Morales game. So if you want to play the original 2018 Spider-Man, you have to get it on the original PS4.
That's fucking dumb.
I know, right, Francisco? Anyway, the reason they changed it is because of the popularity of Tom Holland, but that doesn't make sense, because the character that you play in as Spider-Man 2018 is a Peter Parker who's been Spider-Man for 8 years, and so you want him to look a little older, even though technically at this point, Tom Holland is 8 years older than...
While we were watching Ghostbusters, they released the trailer for Uncharted.
Francisco, we're not talking about Ghostbusters.
We're talking about Tom Holland.
We're talking about Tom Holland, who technically is fucking 25 years old now.
And he's also going to be Nathan Drake, apparently.
He's going to be Nathan Drake, which doesn't even make sense.
No,
because he looks like young Nathan Drake. Like, if you look at the poster, Sully... the character of that... who's playing Sully?
Mark Zuckerberg.
I want you to know I'm
Zuckerberg.
doing all this in Edgeworth voice.
Not
This
Mark
is all-
Zuckerberg.
Mark
Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg looks like a Nathan Drake, and Tom Holland looks like young Nathan Drake.
But it's weird. You want to know which Uncharted they're doing for the first movie?
I just like imagine the transcript writer just writing all this down furiously.
And then agreeing, like, oh yeah, that does make sense.
Anyway, you want to know which game they're doing for the first Uncharted movie? The third.
Hold on, what?
Yeah,
They're not even starting with the first one.
What? They're not starting with the... I could have sworn they said they were doing the first Uncharted game.
No.
The third?
They're doing the one.
The third's the ending! The third's the end of the trilogy! That's stupid! I have to watch this stupid-ass movie now! God, what the fuck, Sony Pictures? That's so dumb!
And they're changing the story, by the way. He's not married or anything like that. I don't think I can't remember what was
Are they not gonna bring it over?
And Sam is not. I don't think Sam is in the movie at all. Like his brother.
Well, he wasn't in the third game.
Yeah, it was.
No, he's only in the fourth game. I just replayed it this last year.
Yeah, he's in the fourth game.
Only in the fourth game.
Then they're doing the fourth one, the one about the pirate treasure.
Are you fucking kidding me? That's worse.
Yeah. He is not he apparently disappeared.
You're doing 4 without the brother character? That's the whole point of the game.
Exactly. How are they going to create the concept?
Damn it!
It's
That's
not he's
so
in there.
stupid.
It's not that they didn't include him into the story. It's apparently he disappeared.
So it's what's the one where the guy always loses his daughter and he's got to go find her?
Liam Neeson. Taken.
So it's basically Taken.
Kind of.
Treasure hunting.
Yeah.
And 4 is like the worst one you can adapt to a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Which one was 3 again?
3 was the plain one, like the one in the desert and the genies.
Oh, right. There is a plane scene in that one, though.
They're probably just going to combine as much as they can into one.
Probably.
God, that's so weird. I'm gonna be honest, if you're gonna do any of them, do 2? Because that one has the best story, at least.
Yeah.
I don't fucking get it. God. I don't know. I need to, I'm not gonna go into Uncharted because I have a lot of opinions on Uncharted. It's a really good series to talk about because it's kind of inconsistent, and I love inconsistently good games. So if I start talking about it, I'll probably keep going for another half hour. So
let's just go back.
But God, how can you fuck that up so much? I thought they were just doing the first movie, and that wouldn't have been a great idea. But if they're skipping right to 4 and not even including the brother, holy shit! I was willing to give them a chance with 3. I was like, holy shit! How do you even do that? 4 is just why. Keep going before I keep talking.
Go and read them.
The defendant whom you claim to have met, she was wearing this demon-warding hood, correct? Well, that actually was my boyfriend.
Of course. That's a very important piece of clothing, I'll have you know.
Well, she was actually naked.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
I like to imagine every time she does that face, she's fucking... Her voice goes 10 octaves deeper.
Hold it right there. Why do you have that?
How?
It was a gift from my boyfriend.
That's a question of the day now, isn't it, Miss Von Karma? I'll have you know that this hood was given to someone special as a gift that
Are you
night.
done eating that quesadilla? Hurry the fuck up.
It was given to me by my boyfriend.
You're
Before-
in coitus.
Before the what? Before the lights out, but I was like, that's a nice hood, right? It would look better at the foot of my bed. Folded up nicely. I'm not a slump. Before the lights out bell was rung.
What?
You know where I'm going with this, don't you? The witness had seen the defendant as she claims. Then the iris she saw must have been missing her this very hood.
Well, well, well. I wasn't even thinking that one was a stone face.
Edward is a serious guy.
Order the order!
Sister? Mr. Sister. This hood, you have spare funds around the temple, don't you?
Spares? Well, I don't tend to make too many of them.
I see. A stockpile. A surplus of food, eh?
Each nun is only given one hood. This should be the only hood that Iris owns. I want a quesadilla now.
And this is quite strange.
If there was a surplus of hoods, then she could have won one of those. There is no contradiction here.
I'm sorry to break this to you, Miss Von Karma, but you won't get away with that easily. Discrepancies such as this will sow seeds in any human heart. Seeds of doubt.
Witness, while I don't wish to call your testimony into doubt, you must give every detail with precision.
Yeah, come on, making it.
Sorry, these oranges are just fucking delicious. I'm not sure I'm comfortable going along with this.
Sister Vista.
What?
You... Sorry, my accent is really throwing me off. You just continue with your testimony. Tell us what you saw after finishing your bath on your way back to the inner temple.
I saw my intended making sweet love to a woman with the business end of a sword.
You ever think about how the fact that of the 3 Spider-Man trilogies, only one of them is voiced by an American? And it's
What?
Tobey Maguire.
Tom Holland's not American?
He's British.
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Tom Holland's British. Britain has...
He probably has the best American accent, I'll be honest.
Better than a natural American?
Better than actor. Yeah, fucking like I said, I just rewatched the Tobey Maguire trilogy, and holy shit, Tobey Maguire's acting in the first movie is real bad. He gets better as time goes along. Like, I hate to say this, but I think the third movie is actually his best in terms of acting.
Yeah, he went through a phase though. That edgy phase.
God, I can't even imagine, because like 3 is not as bad as everybody says it is.
Oh no,
because it definitely could be worse. If he was still as bad of an actor as he was in 1, like there's still moments in 3. Don't get me wrong, but like if every line was, "I'm just quiet and stilted, and all my lines kind of sound like this," even though I'm supposed to be playing a character that's famously witty and quick-witted.
I think that was part of the character because he was much more witty and quick-wit when he was Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Not particularly, especially in the first 2 movies. He's better in 3, and I don't know. It's hard. I'm not gonna go into this as well, but I'm in one of those moods where stuff just flies into my head, and I'm just like, I gotta talk about this right now, or I'm gonna forget it forever. The seeds of doubt are sprouting in the judge's heart. I just need a little more stimulation to bear fruit. Fuck, I'm hard now.
When is Phoenix getting out of the hospital?
Contradictory stimulate.
I'm gonna put those painkillers to good use.
Can we just take a screen cap of this and just have this be?
You want me to take a screenshot?
No, it's fine. Contradictory stimulation.
What the fuck?
I'm getting such a good blowjob under the desk right now.
I didn't say stop.
I didn't say stop.
I finished my bath around 11. I thought I should return to the inner temple. As I was walking back, I heard a noise.
That's where the typographer is.
Oh my god.
Courtyard. I took a look and Iris was all mystically. And with that sword of all things. Looks like she was like trying to massage her back.
I'm sorry, this picture just looks dirty.
It does. Anyway.
When you're both bottoms, but you really want to make sure the other person's having a good time.
Mystic Elise was standing in the corner room, which faces out into the house at feces for some reason.
Dog.
What the fuck? Faces out into the courtyard. The stabbing I saw must have occurred after she was pushed out of her window.
You saw a truly terrible... I'll just put these fucking fries down. You saw a truly terrible sight, didn't you? If I was in your place, then it would be much like Miss Von Karma whipping Edgeworth in two in court. And me seeing it all from this very chair.
Kinda kinky.
Man, they just don't make step-siblings just born like they used to.
No. That's just...
You brought it up! You brought it up! You're like,
I was under the
kinky!
impression you didn't know they were step-siblings, you asshole.
Technically, they're not even that. They just were raised together. I don't know. Is that too far? Like, I know there's like a thing where it's like trope where you're like neighbors with somebody, you grow up next to each other, and then you develop into a romance. Is that normal? But like, if you are lived in the same house, like you're not related even by blood or marriage, like you're both, let's say you're in a foster home or something, if you're foster siblings and you get in a romantic relationship, is that weird? Like, where's the line?
I don't think that's weird. It's...
Okay, you don't think so?
But, like, if they're, like, adopted...
That's the same thing, though!
I don't know. It's all completely...
Like, where's the line? Like, where should this is such a weird cultural, like, gray area.
Well, like, how I believe is, like, in an orphanage, they don't believe they're siblings. They're just...
Okay. So, you don't think adopted siblings are weird?
Well...
Or you do? Sorry, let me circle back.
Well,
you don't think that's weird? But what if the parents then got married? Would it then be weird?
Wait.
So, if you have... Let's say Kristen and I were not married, but we each had a kid, okay? We move in together, we're just hanging out, and then the kids get into a romantic relationship. We're imagining this is way down the line and our kids are, like, grown up.
That depends. It's more of, like, how long they've known each other, because...
Like, they've known each other... Yeah, they've known each other their whole lives. Like,
it's weird, because within the... Because they have to believe that they're siblings, though. They have to treat each other they're siblings.
Okay, how about this? Let's put this in another perspective. Let's say you and your next door neighbor, you grow up next to each other, you're best friends, you hang out every day, and then you start, you get romantically involved. Is that weird?
No.
Okay. Let's say you're not neighbors, though, but you lived in a duplex, which is two houses that share a garage.
No.
So now it's one home. It's two people. It's condo. Two people live in the same home. They each have their own kid, and those kids grow up next to each other in the same house, and they get romantically involved. Is that weird?
So the parents are not involved?
No, each scenario is just the house is coming closer.
No.
Okay, so that's not weird?
No, that's not weird.
Okay, so all of a sudden, that same exact scenario, kids growing up, separate parents, same house, but the parents get married.
The way I see this, they've had to treat each other like they're actual siblings in order to function properly.
But how, then, is it different from being a friend versus a sibling?
I don't have my kid calling the friend mom.
But you see my issue, because me and Kristen are married, my mom's her mom now.
That's in-law, that's different.
Is it? I don't see how there's a difference.
It's just...
So it's just proximity of houses, basically.
The way I see it is like from fucking...
They're not related.
No. The way I've been viewing this is from the perspective of Fire Emblem Fates, okay?
What?
Because you're allowed to marry your sisters from Noor, right? Up until that point, he didn't think that they weren't family.
No, we're not going to Fire Emblem Fates as your tiebreaker for this.
It wasn't until he realized that they weren't related.
God, that's not good though. I think that's weird. Like if you okay.
You spent your entire life believing you're related, and then you find out that you aren't.
And then you get romantically involved with them? That's weird.
Yeah.
But
That's
why?
You already kind of were. You just stepped away from the fact because you're like, I can't do this. She's my blood relative.
That's weird, dude. Like, I don't know why.
And then you find out that they're like two people.
Like, we all have ADHD in this room, so already relationships are weird. But like, just the house thing, the proximity of the houses, like, as the closer the house gets, the weirder it is. But like that should be fine. Morally, that should be fine. I think it's weird. I don't care what anybody else says. If you grow up with someone thinking they're your sibling, related by blood, and then when you find out they're not, you fuck them, that's weird.
That is weird.
That's really weird.
Because again, in my mind, it just sounded like you always wanted to. You just stopped.
You
Here's
have.
the other thing, though. Is because the only reason we frown upon that is because if you do the incest, your kids are going to come out fucked.
Yeah.
They're more likely to come out fucked.
So are same-sex relationships good then at that point? Because they can't produce children anyway.
Yeah, but like they're not related and they're not hurting anyone.
They are related in this scenario.
Oh, you mean like the guys who are
like twins? Yeah,
that got separated
twins
at
that
birth.
fuck each other.
That's weird.
That's weird. Okay, let's take this a step further.
Because
They're
that actually did happen.
They're brother and brother. Is that weird?
I think any form of incest is weird.
All right. Let's go a step further. Cousins.
Yes, that's weird.
Second cousins.
Yes.
Third cousins.
Yes.
Not by blood.
What do you mean?
Where's the level? Where's the line? Why do we...
If it's not by blood, they're not hurting anyone.
Why though? It's the same thing.
But how long? But have they known each other for a while?
I think what Nick's going about is emotional incest.
Yeah, like what? Why is this? God, why is it so weird and complicated? Like, morally is just the question because, like, yeah, where's the line? I'm not quite. I'm playing devil's advocate here. I would never actually advocate for anything like this in real life. I'm just like, this is considered weird, but why? It doesn't need to be.
It's on the premise that because they're family, they've most likely bonded like family.
But they don't have to be. There's like, you could cut like, okay. And here's the real kicker. Here's my Hail Mary. Is that humanity would not exist without a little incest because, you know, that's just how evolution works.
Humanity would not exist without porn either, and yet that's also frowned upon.
No, that's not true. That's absolutely not true. You don't see other animals going out and making porn, but they're definitely incesting with each other.
Like mathematically is what I mean. I saw this thing where it's like if you, okay, so you are the result of 2 people who are a result of 4 people who are the result of 8 people. So it just keeps doubling. You go far enough back. I think it's like 64 generations is how much you get to like something quintillion people, which is more than have ever existed mathematically. So at some point, people had to have been fucking each other that were not supposed to. And that's, like, mathematically, all of us are the result of at least a little incest.
I mean, when in Rome, right?
Yeah, except Rome is the entire planet. Except Antarctica. Nobody lives there by choice.
I mean,
or only by...
Probably not.
Nobody lives there by...
Probably not. There's no internet up there.
Up?
Down?
Down.
Up?
Fun fact, do you know what the difference between Antarctica and what's
Bears.
the other than the bears? Do you know what the difference between the Arctic and the Antarctic is?
What?
It's because if you dig underneath the snow and the ice in Antarctica, you'll find land. There's no land underneath the Arctic. It's just all ice. Antarctica is a continent. The Arctic is not, because there's land underneath Antarctica.
Cool.
Yeah.
There's bears and there's not bears.
No, there's bears and there's not bears in the Arctic.
The
Although, not anymore. So then soon enough, we'll have to call the Arctic Antarctica, because it has no bears.
And Antarctica.
They all died. Global warming. Why do you keep eating my food? I haven't even had a chance to eat all of it yet.
Okay.
How long it would take you?
It's. We have hauled this up with enough talk of old cartoons and incest. Let's keep going.
This judge, he keeps talking about incest. His imagination is about as vivid and creative as Detective Gumshoe.
I would look a fool if I commented on such foolishness.
Oh God, that's her full talk again.
Anyway, this case is mine, Miles Edgeworth.
Calling everyone by their full name, can't you do something about that habit of yours?
Shut the fuck up! I'm gonna blow my cover.
The reason, of course, we all talked about that. We talked about this whole conversation because you were like, yes, it's I the judge, me, Scott, think that it's kinky when sisters,
No,
not sisters, raised together, Francisca and Edgeworth whip each other. So that was like there was my question because
God,
they're not related. Yeah, they're not.
Conversation.
Yeah, is Edgeworth x Francisco weird because they grew up together, but they're not related even by marriage? Is that weird? Yes. I think it's weird.
Yes,
too.
it is.
I ship them as siblings
because you said she refers to him as brother, right?
No.
Like in the
no,
in one of the spin-off series.
No. She only refers to him as Miles Edgeworth.
Or treats him like an older brother.
No, they have sibling energy, but that's different. That's not the same thing.
If I'm able to feel it off of 2 people, then it's weird. Anyway. After my bath.
I'm not saying it's weird, but I am saying it trends on Pornhub.
Finished my bath around 11, and I thought I should return to the inner temple.
I'm done. I'm not saying another goddamn thing until it's time for one of my characters to talk.
And
I know I interrupted you to say
Eat
that.
then, eat. Stuff your face, you fuck.
I can't, because as soon as I do, someone's gonna talk.
Do it quickly. And as I was walking back, I heard a noise from the courtyard and took a look, and Iris was all about mystic.
Yeah, look.
And with that sword of all thing. Oh, wait, I'm doing the. Oh, okay, never mind. Just stay in the corner room. Wait a minute.
Another reason why I keep distracting is because I'm just totally lost throughout this whole case. It's been 3 weeks. I will not be any help. What's that last one? The last piece of evidence.
Crime photo.
Yeah. Can you check it? That's very helpful.
Yeah. Hold on. I could have sworn it was like larger.
autopsy report?
Yeah.
Can you check the autopsy report? Because maybe it might say something like...
Loss of blood from the stab.
Body fell 10 feet after death. Oh, there it is. So she would have been stabbed and then fell out.
Oh. There we go.
Objection!
Yeah.
Nah, I'm fucking still eating. Impressive logic. That's what I'd like to say anyway.
Oh, please, dude. My brain is something else, especially in winter.
Would that something else happen to be a pile of melted jello?
What?
I think you are overlooking one thing. She said her brain was something else. Miss Von Karma, would you be so kind as to take another look at the autopsy report?
The autopsy report? What's that?
The victim did fall from a height of 10 feet. Bless you. However, this fall was after she was killed.
What if she was stabbed, and then she fell, and then the Iris went out of the building, climbed down the stairs, went outside, and then stabbed her again?
What?
Logic seems sound to me. Guilty. That's right. It says after death right here.
The scene the witness claims to have seen is contradictory. The defendant stabbed and killed the victim there in the courtyard.
When you're being a lesbian for the first time, but you don't know where to put it in.
That's funnier than what I said earlier. How did the victim then go on to take a 10-foot fall? God, she's real short. She has like a series of boxes.
Order! Order! The victim was killed and then fell. If that is the case, the victim must have been killed in her room, don't you agree?
Has anybody checked the room?
Yeah, I don't think we get that.
That is the logical conclusion. Yes, that's right. The victim must have been stabbed by the defendant.
Oh, by the way, Pearls is still missing. I just remembered that.
She went back home, didn't she?
No. We haven't seen her since the murder.
Shit, didn't she go with...
Yeah, they haven't brought it up yet.
Oh my god, what the fuck happened to her?
This was a bad
Is she the
case.
murderer?
This was a bad case to take a 3-week break in the middle of.
Is she the fucking murderer? She's out in hiding. She's on the run now.
Oh man, Pearls, how could you have done that? Oopsie! I dropped this urn, and it shattered into a billion pieces, and one of them stabbed the victim!
And then she was thrown out the window down onto the courtyard below.
Is she actually gonna say what I just said as a joke? Were there any signs of a struggle in Miss O'Neill's room?
You didn't check the room, did you?
She was stabbed with a sword. That would lead a blood stain. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, Miss Von Karma, was there any blood? Bah!
No traces of blood were found in the victim's room.
The witness just causes traces of blood to be found on my glorious playoff beard. However, if there was no blood in the room, then
I like how he's just casually bleeding and just doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, I just...
I'm sure there's no need for me to go over this, as I'm sure your honor is well aware of when the stab wound produces the most blood.
When it produces the most blood,
Very little blood is actually lost at the moment of a blade's insertion, just like my penis. What?
What?
Sorry, I wanted to make a joke about a penis,
I-
but I don't have one. I lost
I've
it.
been holding on to so many big jokes.
You want to talk about when the most blood would be lost from a body? That would be when the penetrating object is removed.
Is when they try to do the pull-up.
Well, Miss Von Karma, I guess I would have to say that my pull-out game... No, shut up. Indeed, when the weapon is still in place, it acts like a lead... Kristen! I need to try something when you're on your period. Okay. Acts like a acts like a lid on the wound.
That's true. With the women still with the penetrating object still in the body, there wouldn't be much bleeding.
My dick will be your tampon, baby.
I hate you.
Perfectly reasonable line of thinking.
I saw a video of a woman putting a ice pop on a pregnancy test that tested positive and had her boyfriend eat it. He didn't tell me it was a pregnancy test on it
Was it used?
that tested positive.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah. He didn't realize it was a pregnancy test until he ate most of it.
Ew.
Anyway.
Yeah, you did that one. I refuse to believe it because I'm a bitch. We have come to We have come to a did it again.
What the fuck?
We have come to a conclusion there. There's too many C's in that sentence. I want to see their way out of the courtroom. The victim was thrown out of the window with the sword still in place. What the fuck? This removes all of the continuity. What about the blood from the initial stab, though? Franny.
Order, order, order! I must admit this is a probable version of events.
I'd expect no less from Franziska von Karma. I almost had her accent there for a second. She locates and takes control of every vital point, including this leg.
Ah, fuck you!
I can hear your thoughts, you know.
It seems that we need a clear testimony from the witness.
The witness.
Remove all supposition on your part and tell us only the facts, please. Is this entire first day just this witness? Because that's kinda lame. Witness! Please, standing on the crate.
Don't go sell me short now!
What?
Wait, a winter snow has bet me out of shape, especially my back and my mood.
Sister, please, give us your testimony. I will give you a vigorous massage once we are finished here.
I'm sorry, what now?
With the whip.
Oh boy, alright. I've always wanted to have my first lesbian experience. That's what you mean by massage, right? Why aren't you answering?
Why is clothes still on?
When I looked across at that scene, the sword was already in place. Thinking about it now, I didn't actually see her stab Mystic Elise. Never seen so much blood before. That's why I fainted. Can't blame me, can you? And when I woke, Mystic Ami was stabbing Mystic Elise through the back. So it was a statue. We need to put them up in a testimony. We need their testimony.
Yeah, we need a statue's testimony. Come on. Weird things have happened. We interviewed a parrot one time.
This confirms Miss Von Karma's theory. A statue did it.
Von Karma, strive for nothing but perfection. Ow, my shoulder hurts. Putting together such facts is nothing for me. You should know that, Miles Edgeworth. Perfection is an impossibility, Franziska von Karma. And I'm here to teach you just that. The floor is so much colder than up in the chair. I don't know why I sat down here. I think I know what it is already. The blood.
With the photo.
Yep.
Objection!
This evidence clearly is wrong, Your Honor.
You're correct.
Well done, me. I got the wrong answer.
What?
I was only testing you just now.
Well, then why don't you try testing this penalty, bitch?
Looks like I shouldn't have spoken in haste. I should have thought out my actions before I did. So you're saying that you never saw, that you saw the victim's blood?
That's right, some of it had splattered onto Iris, too.
When the defendant was arrested, she was meditating in her room, covered in blood, and her blood-flecked clothing was neatly folded in the corner. Iris,
Her clothes, her bitch, her clothes were blood-flecked as well.
That's awfully suspicious.
What should I do? Press this point further? Nah. Going back to your previous statement, you said that you saw a little bleeding when the victim was stabbed. But now you say you saw the victim bleeding?
Well, I say that what I saw is what I saw.
What did you see?
I saw someone getting fucking murdered. What do you think? Maybe I didn't see the poor woman get stabbed, but I saw the girl pull the sword out of her, plain as day. Her pull-out game was weak because there was blood everywhere.
Maybe she was just having a bad time at the munch. You ever thought about that? Don't be so quick to judge.
Well, it wasn't exactly pulling. It more like it came out.
Well, that's
Isn't
good. That means she is really satisfied.
Isn't that also known as pulling?
Witness, you will add this statement to your testimony and put a little more colorful language when you mention the pullout.
Oh, was that important?
Yes, the pullout is very important.
That's why little advice I give all you youngins on the first date. Play Jenga with her so she knows how good your pull-out game is.
Judge, what is that clapping noise coming from beneath the bench? I can see both of your hands.
That clapping noise is none of your goddamn business. Punch me and I'll give you another penalty.
Just the not teleprompter, but the transcriptor just like, the thumbs up from underneath the desk.
The hilt was smoothly drawn out. Wow.
I think this is the photo now.
Let me check it.
Yeah, there's not that much blood.
Watch this also be wrong.
It is.
What do you think? I don't think it about anything. No
Okay,
thoughts,
okay.
head empty.
Don't get smart with me, get smart with this ass whooping.
It appears that even I make mistakes.
Hold it!
What if it's not this? Smoothly, you say. You're saying you saw the sword smoothly slide out?
That's right. The whole thing happened right next to the gold statue of Mystic Ami.
You ever hear of voyeurism?
Mystic Elise was on the ground and Iris was stooped over her.
Oh, yeah.
That's where it was buried up to the hilt.
Oh, you bet it was.
Shut the fuck up. Iris stood up the sword and her hand just slid out of Mystic Elise's body.
Fuck. Yeah, it did.
It slid out from that gaping wound.
Oh.
Fuck.
Oh. It goes without saying that if the sword was removed, there would be bleeding.
Nothing out of place here, just a woman's first time.
Damn it.
Was that really the case? I can't help but feel that something about this testimony is very out of place. That something that shouldn't possibly have happened appears to have happened.
Is it this?
I saw the instant.
So,
Is it the sword?
oh,
Because you wouldn't be able to pull it
smoothly
back.
pulled it out. Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to.
Objection!
Yeah.
Also, it says to the hilt,
Yeah.
and there's only blood and like the tip.
Sister Bikini, you are... yeah, you are a reliable witness. At least I'd like to think so. I couldn't even say that with a straight face. But there are too many contradictions here.
What do you mean? It makes it sound as though I'm a liar.
Well...
But you're a handsome young man, so I forgive you.
You're what?
What contradictions are you talking about, baby brother?
I'm, like, older than you by, like, 6 years. In the scene that the witness claims to have seen, The weapon was thrust up to the hilt into the victim.
Oh, it's so hot.
Shut the fuck up. Furthermore, the killer withdrew the weapon smoothly from the body.
Oh, I bet.
However, both of these are complete impossibilities.
What do you mean?
That's me! Get the fuck out of my courtroom!
Oh, right.
Brother, you die today. I'm Liquid Judge, your solid judge. You were given all the dominant...
Lord,
you were given all the dominant rulings. I was given all the submissive rulings.
Anyway.
Oh, so kinky.
Explain yourself.
Well, you see, I was given...
Not you.
Big Judge was our father. Oh, sweet.
It's just the judge from the Great Ace Attorney games.
He has an eye patch and a bandana on.
What the fuck am I doing here?
God damn it.
To start with, do you think it would be possible to stab someone to the hilt with this? It's just too large and girthy.
And also too pointy.
It's just really, there's a lot of points for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people could fit on this thing. No matter how I look at the defendant, she doesn't appear strong enough for that.
Doesn't appear? What a meaningless dribble. I too may appear to be weak and frail.
Not frail. Not frail. Trust me. Not frail at all. Not.
My shoulders are enormous.
The shoulders of a linebacker.
But I can crush men under my heel and make them feeble.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Look, what do you do on your Saturday nights is of no concern of mine.
What you do on your Saturday nights is of no concern of mine. Well, think of Mother, Francisca.
No, that was too easy.
Shut up.
Every time somebody says that, I think of Helsing Abridged.
I ain't jerking off right now.
God damn it. The writing for Jan Valentine is on another fucking level. Like, holy fuck.
The objection stands. I wept a little back there, I must admit, but it probably had more to do with the fact that she whipped me in the eye, not anything else.
That isn't the only issue here. We should really take the whip away from the prosecution. I mean, I feel like that's illegal. If this sword was truly stabbed into the body up to the hilt, where's the blood? Well, look at all the branches on it. It certainly would have come out smoothly. Again, the blood.
That's...
We also have the problem of the amount of bleeding. There you go. It's true that when a blade is left in a body, it acts as a plug of sorts. But this sword is, like, huge, man. The weapon is shaped like this. It's, like, seriously, there's so many problems here. We might as well just skip through all of them.
Can we just get to the point?
Yeah, it's, and by the way, there are 7 of them. Anyway. The wound would be too large for the blade to completely stop the bleeding.
Well, that's nothing more than conjecture. In reality, the victim was stabbed with the Shinshishito, the big thing. Even a weapon of this nature may still sometimes slide out smoothly if she's aroused enough, and may still sometimes stop the blood loss.
What are you talking about? I'm not finished. I've never...
Shut the fuck up.
I thought of doing a Ben Shapiro reference, but I honestly am just like,
Who's
nah.
Ben Shapiro?
The guy who says that vaginas do not naturally get wet because he, a man with a wife, has never experienced it. And he said that on national television.
That dude is God, yeah, no,
yeah.
that dude's a fucking idiot. God, what does he do? Besides
He's like a conservative...
Besides prove that he can't satisfy his wife.
Yeah, aside from that, nothing. Nothing of use.
There's still one.
You've still got more.
I've never satisfied a woman in my life, but that's not because I'm straight or anything.
That's good. Not because I'm
not-
dumb as Ben Shapiro's, because I'm gay.
It's not because I'm not a bad... I mean, like, if I could get with a woman, I guarantee I would be a very passionate and It looks over at Phoenix, like, like, just imagine,
It looks off
like,
in the
imagine just, like, for one frame, like, Phoenix is in the hospital bed, like, somebody wheeled him in just so he could be there, and he's just, like got the leg up in the cast, the arms hanging up, just, like, if I could satisfy anyone, I promise I'm a very generous lover. And he just gives him a wink. And, like, Phoenix, like, why am I here? This one is simple. If this sword really was thrust in all the way to the hilt, why is there only blood on the tip of it?
I only need the tip to satisfy my woman.
Yeah, what the fuck is this stream? If this witness is telling the truth, then there should be blood along the entire length of the sword. You're doing it on purpose now.
Can we get a new touch? This guy's getting weird.
Oh, it's because I'm Canadian, isn't it? Order! Fuck!
Bravo, Miles Edgeworth. Raising this many contradictions from a single piece of evidence, almost like this witness is bad. All the other attorneys I know could maybe manage one, if that.
What does this all mean? What could all these contradictions mean? Could this witness be a terribly wrong and inconclusive witness? No, impossible. We've never had one of those before. You've proven contradictions regarding the murder weapon, but...
Having come this far, there can only be one answer. I don't think this witness saw the murder at all.
And that is...
The weapon used to kill the victim was not the Shinshishito or Shinji Ito. Jinji Ito. Junji Ito. Ginger ale. It was not the ginger ale.
Is that what we're gonna call this sword?
No.
What? Ginger ale? I use that for when I'm sick.
A foolishly foolish idea, born from the foolish mind of a foolhardy, foolish fool.
Let's examine this accent again. What the fuck were you trying for there?
I'm sorry.
That
Take
was
a
supposed to be.
second.
That was supposed to be.
All those foolish just made my brain hurt.
That was supposed to be German, right? Like that. Holy fuck, dude! How can you fuck that up so bad? It's not that hard. It's a German accent. It's not that. It's like it's very similar language to English. Anyway, what was it that made us think this sword was the murder weapon?
Well,
we found it!
Miss Gami was holding it. Oh,
yeah, she was holding it. Yeah, she was holding it. Oh, sorry, I thought she was talking about Elise. Yeah, Elise Dunham was holding it. In her body. Here, there's the killer. Here, hold this. Exactly. Exactly. However, if you reflect on this, that is the only basis we have to assume such a thing. The impression left by the scene was just too strong. That is what influenced us. The statue couldn't have been the killer because statues don't have feelings, and there would be no reason for the statue to commit this murder.
You see the statue of Ami, single pebble. When he said that.
Statues don't have feelings. That's why I broke up with the statue. She was a total bitch.
So maybe the Shinshishito is not the murder weapon. But even if that was the case, it changes nothing, Miles Edgeworth. The sister here saw everything. She saw the defendant stab... I'm gonna eat that ass. Nom 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 nom. She saw the defendant eat my ass, and with a sword-like object.
That was just a weird fucking timing.
Nom 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 nom. She saw the defendant stab the victim with a sword-like object.
Too much ass eating in my courtroom, that is true.
No, there's not enough.
Not enough, actually. Your response, Mr. Edgeworth, would you like to eat ass?
Edgeworth. I do.
Some Phoenix booty.
Phoenix booty. If that is so, I would like the prosecution to answer the obvious question it raises. If you ate the victim's ass, Then you must have been at the crime scene.
Von Kammerl, you wasn't.
What? No! The
obvious question.
Yes, namely, where did the real murder weapon disappear to?
My ass.
It goes without saying, the police searched the main hall and the surrounding area. Perhaps the prosecution can enlighten us as to if a sword-like object was found.
That's...
Answer the question, Miss Von Karma. We're all waiting. What was used to penetrate that poor woman?
No evidence of that kind was found.
Damn it. I'll just have to use my imagination then. Another mystery to throw onto the pile. A trial without a murder weapon is a tricky beast.
Excuse me, can I say something?
No.
I just remembered something, actually.
What is it, sister?
I was just thinking, possible. Just maybe. What actually happened was, it was just over there.
What exactly are you going on about here?
The murder weapon, I mean. Maybe. What if I know what the sword was disposed of?
You what?
I will whip everyone in this courtroom until I get my answers. Well then, I think we need to hear testimony from you one more time, sister.
Impossible.
Got a little Russian there. Impossible. What else? What else could this old woman have seen? Please let this be the last one. I'm tired of this day.
I saw a murder weapon around 11.
No, just the murder.
After asking, would it be reported?
Come on, just read the fucking line.
I'm trying. After asking, would it be reported?
No.
I'm asking that it be reported when I'm and there I saw tracks. Tracks indicate the snowmobile had been used. It's 50 minutes to walk to Dusky Bridge, but less than 5 using one of those. Maybe they threw the weapon into Eagle River and came back while it was down. Iris could have done it. She could drive a snowmobile after all.
Yeah, she can.
What are we talking about? Witness, please tell us everything you know right away next time.
Well, not in the best shape, what with my back and my age, you know.
How old are you?
It's not getting to... Wait, how old is she, actually?
I think she said that she was older than the judge.
48.
What? Or was the judge old?
Judge older
whatever.
than her.
Whatever. Yeah, we never learned the judge's age, so...
I'm guessing
They're
she's
very-
older than 48.
There were indeed snowmobile tracks in front of the main gate.
Also, 48's not that old, right?
Photograph.
A snowmobile, eh? Well, it certainly is an interesting theory.
But there's only one set, right?
The tracks began in front of Joe's temple and run all the way to Dusky Bridge.
Tracks. Added to the court.
They need to do more cases in this series with snow, because like snow cases are real fun, and they just I don't know. Anyway,
That solves your pesky little problem, yes? The Eagle River's current is quite swift, meaning that it doesn't freeze over in winter, making it the perfect place to dispose of the murder weapon.
so that must be where Phoenix Wright found that sword stabbed in his butt. His perfect,
Oh wait, no,
perfect butt.
that wasn't a sword. That was my penis.
Oh, that was my penis. Did she really go to the river to dispose of the penis? Wait, no, it's attached to my body.
Mr. Edgeworth, your cross-examination, please. I heard a doggy. I was distracted.
I'm sorry. My fiance sent me the weirdest text. I want you to read it out loud.
I really want to beat someone with the mop, screaming, "That's the power of Pine Sol!"
I didn't know what I was reading, but I knew I had to do it as the judge.
Yeah.
Do you have context for that, or
No.
no? Okay, all right. So nobody else will get.
I'm gonna question that though.
Did she accidentally huff some pine sol?
No, but she's been having really weird days at work. I'm guessing she's about to snap and kill someone with a fucking mop. Saw that murder.
Speaking of snow, no. Can you read the weather report?
Let's see, snow with occasional lightning strikes. Snow, 7 to approximately 10:50 p.m. Lightning, 10 to approximately 11 p.m.
I think the snow, the time that it snowed is important. 7 to 10:50.
Okay. Oh, the murder around 11 p.m.
Okay, so after it stopped snowing. So, I think you need to press it. Press that. It's something to do with the snowmobile. As I recall, there was a snowmobile outside the main gate when I visited.
That's it, that's the only one we have. It'll run no matter how much snow falls.
Now, you're certain the snowmobile was there at the main gate when you arrived?
Yes, of course, it was parked in front of the gate.
So, she had already gone, discarded the murder weapon, and returned it by that time. Not sure if this is really relevant. What should I do? I need answers to every possible doubt. Every possible doubt.
Okay, here's the reason why. Read it.
I'm irritated with people, and it's funny. The snowmobile in question, was it still warm at that time?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
What do you mean, eh?
Eh?
What do you mean, Miles Edgeworth? I'm playing to a slow crowd here. It goes without saying that using a snowmobile will heat its engine. If it was still warm, then you would have cuddled up on top of it like a kitten, right?
What?
Then it means it was recently used.
I see enough about that.
That's right, I overlooked that, too.
Of course you did. Then answer the question, please, witness.
I don't often go around touching hot engines. However, now that you mention it, there wasn't any snow on it.
Snow?
Yeah, for some reason, only the snowmobile wasn't covered in snow.
There wasn't any snow on it. Curses.
It seems highly likely that the killer did use the snowmobile then, eh?
How long does it take to get to Dusky Bridge by snowmobile? Blah, blah, blah.
I think there's something to do with the snowmobile. It's gotta be. Do the tracks. The tracks.
They already did.
Is that what we just did?
Yeah.
So go right. Okay.
Hold it!
In that case, why didn't you use it yourself? You could have spared yourself some walking.
There's a reason for that. Have we got a moment for me to explain?
I think that's why the question was asked in the first place.
It was about a month ago. I remember like it was about a month ago. I drove my beloved little snowmobile, happy as can be. I fetched some water and was heading back when I went and crashed into a tree. The tree in my back both went crunch. Just like that.
Okay.
Crunch!
Crunch.
Somebody get me a candy bar. I haven't been able to find the courage to write anything since then.
Not even your mom. She holds up her hand for a high five.
No one.
No one? Oh, okay. Wow. Okay, then.
Anyway, killer must have used it.
Hold it!
Refresh our memory. How long were you knocked out for?
Like I said, somewhere between 10 and 20 minutes.
It's possible to get to the bridge and back in 10 minutes using the snowmobile.
I have to concede that is more than enough time.
Is that all you wish to concede, Miles Edgeworth?
Shut the fuck up, Franny.
She can, sure.
Well, it would have been possible time-wise. One element remains out of place here.
Oh, and what would this mystery element be?
The killer's reasoning, Your Honor. Why did the killer do all of this? Why go to the evil river to dispose of the murder weapon if there are other methods?
Too many unanswered questions. Too little time. Anyway, guilty. Your response, Miss Von Karma? Ah!
Turning to me for help over the slightest thing. Why don't you think for yourself for once in a while, Your Honor?
What?
She's as over the top as always.
Anyway, whatever the reason, the fact remains that the defendant could have done this. The murder weapon was disposed of in the river. Another point to me, Miles Edgeworth.
Straight defeat to fire. Was there a reason to go and throw away the murder weapon? Luckily, there is surely a problem with this testimony. Now all I have to do is start poking holes into this flawed account. Oh, come on, I was thinking that. You asked Phoenix Wright to report the crime, correct?
Right, the one who trampled me.
Goddamn, how much does a man have to pay to get stepped on by Phoenix Wright? It seems she is the type.
It cost a coin.
Seems she's the type to hold a grudge.
There's the phone in the main hall, so I'm saying the bridge.
Phoenix Wright, he didn't even have his cell phone on him. I remember his cell phone.
He'd forgotten it at home, apparently. What a dumb, stupid, fucking himbo. What a sexy, stupid boy.
What a naive boy as always. What a stupid, sexy himbo he is.
What? No, back off my man, Franny. He's mine. I saw him.
They both have a crush on me.
I saw him first.
That's not fair. You went to grade school with him. You grew up with him. That's like incestuous at that point.
No, we're not talking about this again. We're not having this discussion again. It's not weird. We grew apart and then we grew together. We grew together. Wink, wink.
Shut up. That's so gross.
Ew, I'm telling Dad.
Meanwhile, I'm telling Dad about. Oh. Not only do I always carry my phone, but I always have my whip in hand too. Whip in hand. Whip in hand.
I was really scared. It was taking a while.
Shut up! We're talking about Phoenix Wright right now.
So I'm gonna go out for maybe for a spell.
We're talking about the cute lawyer. Go back to the beginning.
So the murder happened around.
Yeah, try that one, I guess.
You are sure about the time, aren't you?
Yes, I was worried about it after all.
Why was that?
Because I have a strong sense of responsibility, especially at this time of year. Acolyte was being doused in freezing water.
Jesus Christ.
Could very well take using the bath all night, could I?
And yet.
So at 11, decided to leave Joe's temple.
Her estimation of the table, please.
Please continue, sister. Mistress Sister.
Okay, so it's gotta be something
I
here.
saw tracks and the snowmobile had been used.
Uh-huh.
So... Okay, so, yeah. The murder happened at 11.
So
Lightning struck Dusky Bridge.
it would have kept snowing after that point, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, actually it would be that, because the lightning she would have talked about the Dusky Bridge being on fire, right?
Yeah, so President this. I'm gonna say it first.
Yeah, I'm not super sure. I think it's that, but I'm not sure the reason why.
I think she's messing up the time.
That's what I'm thinking too. It's just a question of how we reach that point.
Statement is a bitch.
Okay.
Anyway. Wrong. I'm wrong again, Francisca. I'm pretty used
Threats
to
have
it
been
now.
used.
I don't think it's that. Hold on.
What?
Footprints. I don't know if that's significant, but
What does it represent?
right.
Nope.
Interesting. There are footprints, though.
Wait, maybe the... From main gate to dusky bridge.
Objection!
Nope.
I think we're thinking too far ahead. We need to find something that contradicts what she's saying in this moment.
Okay.
So...
Did we press on this?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you go back to maybe she threw the weapon in the Eagle River and came back and wasn't that?
Wait a minute, hang on. Main gate to the river. Okay, here, hold on, let me get something.
Okay.
Maybe
Here, can I see that?
Yeah. I don't like so on those handles.
I don't know either.
I like these handles.
Okay, so we pressed everything.
Hold it!
So... She saw the murder around 11.
Mhm.
The snow stopped at 11.
No, it stopped at 10:50. Okay. After asking him to be reported, I went out to the main gate.
Track indicated the snowmobile had been used.
So I wonder if the footprints were probably Phoenix Wright.
It could have been. Did she say she went back to her room? Do you remember? Or sorry,
Iris said she went back to her room.
yeah.
Takes 15 minutes to walk to Dusty Bridge, but less than 5 using one of those. Yes.
What about the map?
Lightning struck Dusty Bridge at 10:45. Around 30 minutes passed between the fire starting and going.
She couldn't have witnessed it at 11. Because when Phoenix got to the bridge, that's when the lightning struck.
That's...
Objection!
not right.
Damn it. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna press on all of them again. See what happens.
We did press.
Did we ever get something on that picture off the which is the track that was used?
Yeah.
Just get rid for less than 5 using one of those.
Bad note. That might have something to do with it. What if we press the note onto, no. Go forward 2 more. Yeah.
But how?
The river was next to Ebony Hall, right? Yeah. Maybe the last one?
I give up. I got nothing. I got nothing.
Let me try my idea now.
Objection!
Fuck! Never mind.
I've got nothing. I'm totally lost. I've actually been paying attention the last couple.
Yeah.
Okay, we're on 2-1. God, we're not even halfway through this first day.
What? What?
Okay, present the tracks photo on the 5th or 6th statement. Maybe they threw the weapon into the Eagle River and came back while I was knocked out. Iris could have done that. She could drive a snowmobile after that.
Objection!
Okay.
Ah!
Here, I need to take some ibuprofen. I got a headache.
Yeah, I got a headache too. You.
Heyo.
Heyo. I admit that I'm an idiot.
Where'd you go? Hey! Get back in here.
somewhere else.
Give me the controller.
I'll admit, this photograph proves something.
I would rather take you else.
Hey, no.
Well, I can't do this?
No.
No?
Let go of her. Stop it!
I am letting go. She's
Where's it
holding-
going? Take a couple steps back.
She looks so sad. She wants my hand around her.
Not while I'm here.
Kristen, take your meds, please. It proves that the snowmobile was used on the night of the murder. I'm cold. I'm getting a blanket.
Wuss. I'm actually hot. Can you turn on the fan or something? It's kind of...
You're a fan of my vagina.
What?
What? Is it my line?
Yeah.
Okay. How are you hot? It's 72.
Where I come from, we thank God whenever it's cold.
You live in Nebraska.
But that's not where I came
you
from.
You live in Iowa, actually.
No, that's not where I came from.
Uh-huh. California? The place where you were born and then immediately moved to Nebraska?
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't prove anything. It proves that the snowmobile was used on the night of the murder. How?
Okay, fine, but I did take a Flintstones again.
Come on!
earlier today, so I'm might actually beat God. Anyway.
You finally accepted the inevitable, it seems, Miles Edgeworth.
Yeah, I got like 24 of these for Christmas.
However... Come on.
Oh, right.
If what the witness says is true, then why are there only one... I fucking called it!
Oh!
What do you mean? Harris left Joe's temple, threw the weapon into the river, and then returned. If this were the case, then naturally there should be two sets of tracks in the snow. Those from heading out to the bridge and those from coming back. I called this like way earlier, remember? I was like, yeah, there should be two sets of tracks in the snow. I wonder how long it took to figure that out.
You're right.
You're forgetting one thing, Miles Edgeworth. They could have taken the exact same path back, so it looks like there's only one path that attracts of snow.
Why would they do that?
I don't know. That's your truth. You're the one that didn't figure that out.
Maybe they carried it on the way back?
That is when I carried the snowmobile, my child. When there was one set of tracks in the snow, that is when I carried you.
On the night of the murder, it was snowing. The tracks leading to the bridge were erased by the snowfall. This removes your precious contradiction, now doesn't it?
And this is where we say, no, because the snow stopped before they even went out.
I see, while she was at the river, the snow stopped, leaving just the return tracks in the snow.
What do you have to say now, Miles Edgeworth?
You're an idiot. Is there a flaw in her theory? The idea that the snowfall covered one sets of tracks. It's flawless. And by flawless, I mean completely full of flaws. The tracks of the river were covered by snow. That's a nice theory. However, Miss Von Karma, that is impossible.
Would you care to explain? I'm a dum-dum. Not likely the sucker, but maybe. Why there is a rude index finger currently pointed in my general direction.
Trust me, it's not an index.
Yeah, it's not an index finger, Miss Francisca. No need, the evidence will do all of the finger pointing for me.
On the night of the murder, the killer went to and returned from Dusky Bridge in order to dispose of the murder weapon. The outgoing tracks were erased by snow. Also claims Miss Von Karma. You're not riding on this, boyo. Present your evidence to the cop. What are you doing?
Saving.
What? What? You can't do that. That's illegal. Okay, I guess you're allowed to. Evidence that the outgoing tracks were not covered by snow.
Take
As
that!
they say in Canada, rain.
Hey.
Hey,
Witness, please tell us again what time it was when you witnessed the crime.
Like I said, it was around 11.
Of course, this means that the weapon was thrown away after that time, correct? Whip it, baby. On that note, please take a look at this data. This data. It's the weather report for Eagle Mountain the night of the murder. The murder.
Sorry to throw us off topic, but are we wearing the same glasses?
No. Yours are a lot thinner than mine.
Oh. I had to get my backup ones because I decided to jam a Q-tip into one of the one of the nose pieces and it snapped off.
Anyway, back to the murder report. The murderous weather report.
The Eagle Murder Mountain reports.
Report.
Report.
the weather report. Oh, I guess it is that time.
Snow started to fall at 7 p.m., but it stopped around 10:50. Which means, therefore, when the sister witnessed the crime at 11 p.m., snow had already stopped falling. It is impossible for any tracks to have made after that time to have been covered up. Tiny feet.
Order! Order! Very well then. It looks like Miss Von Karma's claim has been snowed in.
Too soon to be closing this trial due to snow. Mouse Edgeworth, how pathetic of you to rely on the weather of all things. Answer me this then. When is a weather report ever correct?
Oh, no, no, no! You've got it all wrong. This isn't a forecast, this is actual data. Yeah!
Forecast data. All weather reports have some inaccuracies. It may have been snowing in the vicinity well past 11 p.m.
It's true, we cannot be totally sure, eh?
What? How did she pull that off?
It stopped snowing at Harkins, Joe's temple when the...
Somebody comes in.
murder.
If you don't stop, we will have to remove you.
Anyway, next line, please. You need to provide conclusive evidence of this.
Got this far. There's no turning back now. No turning back now. Ever. Because I'm saving right here. There we go. Now there's no turning back now. Very well. I, too, cannot allow any more doubt to remain concerning this testimony.
Huh. You can't back down, can you? Such a perfectionist, Miles Edgeworth.
What are you talking about? The witch mob. Which mob?
Very well then, Mr. Edgeworth. Where is your evidence that it has already stopped snowing when the victim was killed?
It's right here, Your Honor. It's a bird.
Where's your evidence?
It's probably the crime photo because there's no snow on the body.
It could also be this one because
Your
there's no
mom.
snow.
I'll let you decide.
Are you gonna listen to me, or are you gonna listen to that
Fuck
pesky brain
you.
of you?
response, Miss Van Karma?
It looks like. It is still snowing in your heart, too. Shivering in the cold, you're closing your eyes to the truth.
And to think you just arrived after a long, tiring flight from Germany. That was poetry. Your poetry.
Man, fuck you.
Also, you're fucking wrong.
Take that!
Okay.
I was right.
Ultimately, it all comes down to one point. I was wrong and Pilot was wrong. Wrong, what?
What?
Anyway, I'm having a stroke. That being... whether or not it was snowing in the courtyard when the victim was stabbed. Stibbity stab stab.
That's right, but proving that is...
Incredibly easy. If we want to know whether it's snowing or not, this photo will tell us everything. Look. Of course I'm referring to the photo of the crime scene. Look, no snow. It's weird. As you can see, everything is covered with snow. With just one exception.
I cannot use my eyes. Can you tell me what is not covered in snow? Is it the statue? Is it the barrels?
The victim herself, Miss Elise Donaire.
Obviously, the crime scene investigators brushed her off for the photo. It would have looked weird if she had snow on her.
Why is there snow on top of her? The answer is simple. I'm having a stroke. It had stopped snowing when she was killed, that's why. In other words, shut the fuck up. If the killer really did go to the Eagle River to dispose of the murder weapon, then in this photograph, there should be 2 sets of tracks.
Order! Order!
What are you suggesting, Miles Edgeworth?
To be honest, I'm not entirely sure myself, but this is simply what all of the facts point to. That night, someone used the snowmobile to leave Joe's temple. When the tracks left, we understood that they were heading for Dusky Bridge. At the time, it was still snowing.
Of course it was, because those tracks were erased by snow.
And when this person returned to Joe's temple, the snow had stopped. Thus, the return tracks remained.
Can I say something?
Please do.
This all sounds a bit fishy to me.
It does?
What a sister.
There is only one key for the snowmobile.
It is? I'm sorry. Furthermore, on the night in question, we know that the defendant had it. The key was found in her room after the murder.
It's gonna mean that night. I used the snowmobile to go to the inner temple.
But Ira said that she never did that thing. She never did that. That's a shame. Only problem here is something. I'm not paying attention to the screen anymore. I should probably do that.
Snowmobile can't cross the suspension bridge, so she needs to let down the Hunter on the Joe's side of the bridge and cross on foot.
That sounds right.
But what's odd is when I left Iris and returned to Joe's temple, I didn't see anything near Dusky Bridge.
You must have just failed to see it, sister.
Maybe, but when I made it back to Joe's temple,
There it was.
it was there by the main gate. The snowmobile, I mean. I know what I saw. It was covered in snow, too.
Okay. But that isn't possible.
Somebody bought a second snowmobile just for this murder.
Order! Order! Order to the court! What does it all mean?
So what was the snowmobile used for? It wasn't taken by the defendant when she went to the Inner Temple. If it had been, then the witness couldn't possibly have seen it by the gateway. Furthermore, it wasn't used by the killer to dispose of the murder weapon. If that was the case, there should be 2 sets of tracks in this photo. All we know is this. After it stopped snowing, someone used the snowmobile to return to Joe's temple. I never thought such a simple snowmobile could cause so much trouble.
I'm stupid. I think we've learned all we can from this witness. Get her out of here.
Yes, I've nothing more to add. Told you everything I know.
But then, that still leaves us with the same problem. Only there was someone, a witness who could testify to having seen the snowmobile. If only.
A witness, huh?
Was there no one walking, perhaps, near Dusky Bridge on that night?
No.
Anyone at all?
I don't think that's likely. No.
Anyone?
It's cold enough to freeze your ears off. No.
Have to be someone stupid. Like, really stupid.
No. He's just getting louder as they're all talking.
No.
Unless they had something really important to do. No.
That's a shame.
Hold on. Something is coming to me. Something stupid. An idiot may well have gone wandering out on that subarctic night. Your Honor, I have an individual who may be of help to us.
I'm gonna hit myself for saying this.
Really?
You know of someone who may have seen the snowmobile on the night of the murder?
Don't know for sure if he saw it or not, but there are 2 things about him that do come to mind.
Which are?
He is an idiot, and he's also very horny.
What?
First, that he saw something incredible on the night of the murder.
And the second being?
This individual that I'm thinking of went wandering outside on that cold night. In other words, he is our kind of idiot.
He was trying to get some puss.
Mr. Edgeworth, who is this idiot you're talking about? That's just a picture of yourself, Mr. Edgeworth.
I know. I'm an idiot for even suggesting this.
I remember how we became friends though.
Take that!
Present Francis.
What? I'm not an idiot.
Your sky must be a product of John Luke's guide to obnoxious French painting.
This is Larry Butts, a disciple of the victim, at least doing.
Your student? That's interesting.
It's really not.
Why was he wandering around outside of the night of the murder?
It's for corny reasons. He wouldn't understand. I tell him all about his designs for Iris. But it may cost us his credibility as a witness before I even call him. He is, after all, an artiste. He was, perhaps, searching for something in the snowy scenery that would move him and move his peace. Although I cannot guarantee that this is the reason.
And so, this unfortunate, unreliable-looking man, what exactly was it he saw?
I don't know yet. He saw boobs. I intend to extract that from him right here in this courtroom.
Yeah, that something incredible I saw was boobs, dude.
Summon this youth as a witness immediately, and the boobs too.
I have no choice, do I?
I believe he is in the gallery for this trial.
Oh yeah, I've been taking a nap.
It will not take long to summon him.
Very well.
You want to take over, Larry?
Alright, I'll give you a break.
Well, it's more like, I don't want... You're losing your one person, and I'm getting another one. You may have escaped me yesterday, but today I'm going to get everything out of you. Everything. Including that spunk of yours.
Dude, what?
The court will now adjourn for a 20-minute break. Miss Von Connell, please see to the preparing of the next witness.
Do I have to? Understood, Your Honor.
Good. I'm gonna have some maple syrup. You know, Canadian
do.
things.
Oh, you want pancakes? No, I'm just gonna drink a bottle of maple syrup.
I would like some pancakes as well.
No, just the syrup. I just drink it straight from the tap. Or when I'm real hungry.
Sometimes I just stick a spike into a maple tree and just suck out all the juicy tree nectar.
We live in California, Judge.
What was that? You said one thing, but I heard another. That's weird. Anyway, court's now in recess. Maple syrup time, baby.
Time to get sticky, and I mean that in the fun way.
Oh my god, that took forever.
That gave me a headache.
What's up? Who's
Excuse
talking?
me, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm not really sure what to say.
Iris, we only have 20 minutes. There are two things which I need to ask you before we reconvene.
Alright, I'll help you.
Fuck are you? Oh, stop talking! I said we only have 20 minutes. Shut the fuck.
Fucking backhanded.
First, about that night, you really didn't go to the inner temple, correct?
The last witness claims to have met.
The last witness claimed to have met and talked with you in the training hall. That's not you. Shut up, Iris. I will backhand your face off. Either you or Sister Bikini is lying. Pizza time. Okay, now you can talk.
It was Mr. Edgeworth. It's just as I said yesterday. Until the incident occurred, I was in my own room. And just
Very well. The second thing, then. That night, the temple snowmobile was used in between the time Sister Bikini returned to the main hall and when she bore witness to the murder. Sometime between 10:30 and 11 p.m. that night. Were you the one that used the snowmobile?
Yes, there's only one key for the snowmobile. The only person who could have used it was me.
So it was you. But why? What made you go out? Don't check it. 20 minutes, Iris. Don't check your damn phone.
I'm sorry, Mr. Edgeworth.
We're gonna have to do it during the court case. I told you not to check your phone! Iris, I will smack it out of your hand. Iris.
I can't tell you about that.
Yet.
Not until her safety is confirmed.
Her?
The safety of the acolyte.
Edgeworth, are you just repeating everything she says? She must be talking about that one girl that Phoenix is always with. I don't think I genuinely know her name. Iris, look me in the eye and tell me the truth. She does the fucking scene from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Look me in the eye. You just fucking eyebrows raise. Did you kill Elise Donim?
No matter what or what may come.
What are you talking about?
I can never take a life.
Who's coming?
Didn't you get someone
Is
to
it
commit
Phoenix?
suicide?
Yeah, didn't you? As I thought, no psycho locks. Very well. It's my job to get to the truth. You'll discover this for yourself soon enough. I'll show you what that means to be a prosecutor. Aren't you the defense attorney? Shut up.
I've been going tops. I've been doing no flippy dippy, okay?
I must switch, you know.
will now reconvene.
God, when it does like a whole view of the court, the judge fucking looks like an Ewok.
Oh, Teddy.
That's a Jawa.
Fuck you.
Miss Von Karma, where's the witness?
During the break, a man was detained for suspicious. Oh god damn it!
Oh, what the fuck
What
did you do?
the fuck did you do?
Suspicious behavior.
I caught him with a pants around his ankles.
He was jerking off to a houseplant.
That kind of resembled a woman's body.
Hey man, it was a suspiciously curvy piece of wood.
Next
Masturbating
line,
an extra
please.
curvy piece of wood with the day.
He was sketching something very intensely. He was arrested for that? Like, hold on.
Dare I ask what the witness was sketching when he was detained?
He drew a terror armed with a demonic face and a vicious whip.
I wonder what that could be.
Rolls eyes.
I can only wait there!
Anyway, it is time to drag this pathetic excuse for an artist before the court. Where I can whip him in front of everybody. Loris Donim, I hope you're ready. Get in here.
It would seem that whip is going to see plenty more use today.
Yeah! I thought it was
Yeah, I don't know. It's just fun to voice out.
Your sketch is in contempt of this court.
Hey! I'm just an artist. Ouch!
You tried to run away from the bailiff who was trying to hand you the subpoena, correct?
Look, I'm not trying. I'm nothing but
What?
a fledgling artist.
Hey, my
trying to get
peanut may be small, but it's not a sub.
I fucking whipped him again.
Ow!
I'm only down here in the city because I ran out of green paint.
Ran out the green
Well,
paint.
to use the technical term for the color, viridian.
What?
Larry, this isn't an art store, now is it?
Yeah, I got kind of lost. I know, I graduated junior high, okay? What does that have to do with anything? Look, art is about working in the fields, isn't it?
Working in the fields?
Oh, Viridian is green. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I thought it was a yellow color.
Because Viridian City is. Oh no, that is green in the games.
Okay. Yeah. I presume you wanted to say field work.
That's it, thanks, buddy.
I'm kind of sad that I was able to understand his mangled train wreck of a sentence.
I just happened to stop in here and found a wonderful new model. So see, you've got nothing to do with this trial after all. I think all of your face will be red when you realize the mistake. Bright red. Or to use the technical term, crimson lake. Ouch!
I will turn you into a crimson lake.
Oh, I mean!
Stop your pathetic blubbing and testify like a man.
A friend was whipping me, get the fuck out of here, you stupid other judge! Cross-whipping is as bad as cross-checking. And cross-country. Witness, now. This is all your fault. Testify. Testify.
That's too much.
This is too much for me! Sorry, bros, I was also eating Sour Patch Kids. I just like the colors.
Oh, God, get it out of your mouth before before Francisco whips you again.
I was at that lodge out in the mountains looking up at the stars that night. Walking to the bridge a number of times, but I didn't see a snowmobile. I didn't see anyone at the bridge that night either.
What?
The girl I was waiting for didn't show up. My teacher died on me. I was all alone now. Arts ING!
Yes.
Witness, please refrain from talking directly to the doors during your testimony.
Now, edgy cross-examination. I'm just a nobody, nothing but a small, worthless man, aren't I? Why wouldn't I ask for my name and occupation or anything else?
What's your name and your occupation? This man seems to have quite a severe inferiority complex.
He's recently been the cause of numerous incidents. I think he's finally realized for himself just how much of a nuisance he has been to other people.
Yeah, that's right. I'm behind everything, every case. Watch out, okay? Just touch me will make you internally unhappy.
What?
He's been the common denominator to all of our cases.
What?
He's the mastermind behind them. He's the puppeteer.
God. Play Ace 25 and we'll get you back to you on that point. I'm not gonna say who it is, but basically, imagine if Larry was the mastermind, like you suggested. That's Ace Attorney 5. You're not, yeah. I can't believe you figured out the twist for a game that we're not even playing.
Oh my god. Alright, go.
Ah, I forgot I was a judge for a second. Well then, let's proceed with the cross-examination with no touching, thank you.
But whipping is fine, right?
We can delve into other details at a later time, including whipping.
Lodge on the mountains look at the stars at night. Oh, how beautiful. Beautiful stars.
Why are you on your phone?
Where are you on your phone?
Because I'm talking to my brother. You're the one playing the game.
I carry his text. Well, it's the bridge of the ties, but it's still real. It's anything at the bridge, that's not either. Okay.
Don't look at it, it's just me. Alright. Larry.
Hold it!
You didn't meet anyone.
That's right, because I've got nothing to do with this. I'm just here to buy some Viridian paint, okay? Come on, I expect to see those Crimson Lake faces now.
I would appear that simply pressing isn't going to be enough, Mr. Edgeworth.
Indeed.
I've got nothing to do with this case.
Okay, so... Can you present Phoenix, right?
I'm gonna save it before we do that.
Yeah, this seems like an obviously, like, simple one.
Objection!
Okay, yeah.
Okay, Larry. He just, like, grabs his face and just holds him. Larry. I can understand why you might want to throw your old life away. You're pretty pathetic, and you cause all sorts of trouble.
I'm sorry.
But, having realized just how much of a nuisance you have been, that could be considered a step in the right direction.
Edgy, are you trying to console me?
Console.
Certainly doesn't sound that way to me.
However, I cannot forgive you for simply turning away from the incidents you create.
What? You totally pay this on me?
Now then, let us talk about the night of the murder. Sister Bikini, after seeing the murder took place, asked Phoenix Wright to report it. Thus, he headed for the public phone by the bridge. And there he happened across a certain nefarious individual.
Oh man, I wonder who that could be.
It was you, Larry Butts.
Oh. That's right, me in the flesh.
Oh, listen carefully, witness. It doesn't matter if you change your name. So long as you remain pretty pathetic, you will continue to create these incidents. That reality will not change.
But, what do you want me to do then?
Tell the truth, damn
Ah!
What you need to do is change your inner self. But for now, what you saw that night, testifying truthfully about this one issue is all I need from you.
Edgy,
Seriously.
I think I've finally woken up. Well, I guess I can still be sleeping. But anyway, I'll do it. I'll testify.
Will you now?
Well, I'm not sure this will go especially well.
Neither am I.
I'll ask again, then, witness. What did you see on the night of the murder?
Well, I was fucking some chick. What?
I was banging some totally hot chick. Body tan, face tan. So
Objection.
yeah,
Objection, he's lying.
I hit that.
Objection, you are still a virgin.
You don't have the evidence.
Oh, yes, I do. It's a phone call from your mother.
After I was done having sex with her.
But it was the most disgusting thing I've ever done.
But you know I don't because I'm a homosexual.
It's the most disgusting thing I've ever done, but I did it to own you.
Just out of spite of you.
It was just a prank, bro.
Damn it. Okay, I went to the shack around 9, so it would have been about 10:30 p.m.
What?
I was lying under my bed and when a white flash almost blinded me. I looked out the window. Dusty bridge was on fire. There was still some thunder, but I went right away to check it out. That's when I ran into Nick.
Well, I already have a contradiction. He went out and he said he woke up at 10:30, but the lightning that struck the bridge was at 11. Or 10:45, whatever.
You certainly saw quite a bit.
So, what happened to the bridge after it caught on fire?
What do you mean? It was like me after a 3-day stint chasing a girl. Totally burnt out, like almost totally gone. I mean, trying to cross this bridge the burning remains is what caused Nick to fall.
What did you say?
Also, Larry does the Nick thing too, so just letting you know.
Okay, fine.
Oh, don't worry, it's nothing life-threatening. You just caught a cold.
And a few broken bones.
You're telling me nobody told me that Phoenix Wright was in the hospital this whole time? I never know what that man he should be called, lucky or unlucky.
Considering how the last 3 people who fell into the water died.
He's top tier in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, so I mean he should be called lucky. I mean, it's a fucking lie. He's actually bottom tier because nobody knows how to use him.
It's because he's a lawyer. No lawyers play Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Are we lawyers? Is that why we're playing Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 for the channel coming in 2022? Ha ha! Maybe? I don't know. I mean, 2022 is a long year. We can do anything.
Yeah.
Now, Mr. Edgeworth, please commence your cross-examination.
No. No, I think... No, yeah.
Just do that one. It's fine.
I'm gonna save it first.
Okay. You really think butts is gonna be hard? I think you're wrong.
Objection!
Fuck! You! Larry! Okay, press it then. If you're so smart, you'll do it.
Weird that you were so positive, you know.
You know, Larry he just diddled my dingle. You know?
You diddled yourself, you dingleberry.
You dingled my wife, you dingle nut.
No, I did not. Anyway.
Good. Or else we would have had problems.
What did you... Oh, that's you.
What did you do? What did you do out there in the cold for an hour and a half?
Well, you really must know. I'm busy being excited.
What?
I was sticking my dick in the snow. I heard it keeps your erection lasting longer, but all I got was hypothermia.
You know, Adelie penguins get real horny, so they'll fuck just about anything that moves, even things that don't move, including the ground. And I guess I was about that horny.
You know, they're also called hooligan cocks.
You're a hooligan cock.
Those penguins are fucked. Anyway, I was told keeping your hard erection in the snow will make it last long, but all I got was hypothermia.
And it fell off. I mean, it's pretty hard still. I got in this jar here. Want to see?
I'm excited, dare I even ask.
I set the meeting time as 10 p.m., right? But I couldn't wait, and I thought she might come come early, too. So I jerked it a bit. Well, it appears that she didn't come at all. Because they never arranged to meet in the first place, did they? Shut up! Don't go picking my fond memories apart! Anyway, I was getting a little worried. Thought maybe Iris had lost her way. So after 20 minutes or so, I went out to the bridge. I didn't see anything particularly suspicious. Didn't have anything else to do, so I went back to the shack to wait for her. Okay.
Hold it!
This light was, of course. Light, like, pow! Like a slap from Naomi. Honestly, a big bada boom.
Bada bing! Or a little like that.
That's more like a punch from Miranda. Witness, did you actually see the lightning hit the bridge?
No, I just got slapped real hard.
I was a bit startled by the flash of light, so... Yeah, it has to be the first one.
Can you look at the note?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is the report then.
Well, we already tried that.
Yeah.
Objection!
Damn it.
Nope.
Hold it! Coward!
Seeing that, what did you do?
Ducked it.
Well, what do you think? I'm burning up as well for the fire from my heart. I quickly started
That is why you went to take a look at the bridge?
Well, to be honest, it was freezing cold, so at first I thought, forget it, I'm not leaving my covers.
Yeah.
But it had pretty much stopped snowing, so I don't know, changed my mind.
Why? I'm not sure I care for the forget it attitude you had at first, Witness. Someone could have died. Hold it!
I'm wondering about this phrase, because it feels like out of place. You said right away, but exactly how long after the strike was that?
Like, felt
right,
so you maybe around 5 minutes? I mean, besides something, I've gotta check this out.
How far is this small shack from where you were?
What?
Well, it pretty much stopped snowing. It's about 5 minute walk.
And how did Dusky Bridge look when you got there?
Like I recovered a piece of my childhood. I mean, like the bonfires kids make during school temperatures can't compare.
Well, should I press him for a little more info?
Let's go to the bridge.
So you suddenly thought to check out the bridge? Does this mean that you initially had no intention of doing so?
Well, yeah. Guess it does. It's really cold. Didn't really want to go out there.
If that's the case, why did you change your mind? I would like to hear your reasoning.
In which case, please give testimony to that effect, Witness.
My reasoning, okay. Reasoning is it.
Is it? I think we got that wrong. Go back to the what you just pressed and do the other one.
Okay.
It's the second to last one. Yeah.
Hold it!
Skip through this. You just hold circle. Why didn't you call? Larry, let me ask you one thing.
What is it, Angie? What's with the serious face?
We're in a courtroom. Why didn't you call anyone?
Huh? What do you mean?
Normally, when faced with a towering inferno, one would try to tell someone. There's a public phone right by Dusky Bridge, correct? That's what you used to call me, after all.
Well, of course I thought of doing that.
So then, let's hear why you did it.
Huh? Yeah, okay, my reason. It's not I didn't try to time it, it's just didn't have time to, okay?
Sure.
And then they showed up a minute later.
Okay, so there, I think there's something there. I said there might be something there.
Yeah. So you went to this, it would have been at 10:30. Anybody press this one?
No, the next one.
Oh.
Claimed to have arrived at the bridge at the same time as Wright.
Yeah. I thought I better tell someone about this. But then Nick came out yelling about murder. Until it made me forget about the bridge. I was pretty much out of it by then anyway.
I suddenly have a terrible case of unease.
It was after contacting the police that Phoenix Wright fell from the bridge, correct?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. More or less.
You told me about the burning bridge yesterday, but there's still something that doesn't quite fit. It looks like, despite his change of heart, Larry still isn't telling us the whole truth.
That'd be this.
Can you check the weather report? Alright.
What was he doing while the fire was going, though?
We don't have the answer to that because we don't know when everything he's saying took place.
He said it was like between several minutes after the like 10:45.
Oh, hold on! I know what this is. Okay, so he said the snow stopped.
But the lightning would have struck before that point. So there's a contradiction here.
So use this?
No, yeah, you'll use that, but I'm not sure what I'm on for. So can you go back through his whole statements? All his statements? The shack.
Shack.
We know that's wrong.
Yeah. Lying under bed. Look out the window, Dusky Bridge was on fire.
Okay.
Still some thunder.
Oh, there we go. Hold on. Yeah.
It's not the...
Yeah, can you check the weather report there? Oh, maybe not.
Let me check that. Flight to the bridge, Nick showed up less than a minute later.
God, this seems obvious, but Larry just makes it not so.
Jesus, I need some more water. What the fuck?
What's wrong with you?
I'm tired.
That wasn't my question, but okay. Okay, I was right. Yeah, so it's the weather data on the final statement. Yeah.
Do this.
Yeah, it's weird because this technically we should be able to do this on anything in his speech, but like because the game's kind of limited. Because like everything he's saying is relating to the time, and the time just doesn't add up.
Alright.
Your very existence being a contradiction. I'm not sure if you can grasp this or not.
What the hey? Gee, you make me sound like some sort of alien.
Okay, stop. But your testimony is conclusively contradictory.
So I want to try to get a beef steak. I'm hungry.
The problem here is time. Time itself contradicts your fucking face.
I've never been the best timekeeper, you know.
I'm going to punch you.
3 minutes after Billy leaves on foot, you follow him on your bicycle. How long does it take for you to catch up to him?
It's simple math.
Terrible at those.
Simple math. This is much more simple. You saw the lightning strike Dusty Bridge, and immediately went to see what had happened. Is this correct?
Yeah, well, I wasted about 5 minutes first, but more or less.
I have the weather data from the night of the murder here. According to this, the lightning fell at 10:45 p.m. You say it takes less than 5 minutes from the shack to Dusky Bridge. And you probably got there at around 11 p.m.
That all sounds about right, I guess. And then Nick showed up and did his falling act.
Huh. That is impossible. What do you mean? 11 p.m. is when the murder occurred in Joe's temple. Thus, Wright was still there in the courtyard. There was a second Phoenix Wright. Wright fell through the bridge and died.
What?
There's no way that Larry could have encountered him at Dusky Bridge at that time.
Excuse me, I have an objection.
You don't. You're a witness. You don't get objections.
Angie, how many times do I have to say this?
You're a witness.
Not Larry, I'm Maurice.
Shut up. I had to break character for that.
It has not been proven that the murder occurred at 11 p.m. His sister only said around 11. In which case, it could have been earlier than that.
Watch your footing there, Miss Francisca Von Karma. The slope ahead is slippery. Ha 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 ha. Well, there's no way that Wright could have been at the Dusky Bridge at 11 p.m.
And why not?
Because my finger says otherwise. Finger. I'm going to finger you, Francisca. But
What do you say?
it is clearly written here in the weather data report. It took around 30 minutes for the bridge to burn out. 30 minutes. Therefore, the bridge must have been burning until at least 11:40. What? That doesn't make any sense. That's your reasoning? Okay.
Which means what exactly?
I did not see the bridge while it was being consumed by flames that night. In fact, he did not arrive on the scene until after the flames had died down. I mean, it still looks like it's on fire, dude. Larry. Larry. He just grabs him by the shoulders. You arrived at the bridge at 11 p.m. But Wright did not make it there until at least 11:15. I suggest you stop hiding things and just tell us the damn truth. Now then, what happened during these missing 15 minutes?
I feel like I just got brutally woken up by toilet splash, but ew. I guess I was still sleepy.
I'll do you one better.
Order! Order!
So that was missing 15 minutes prior to meeting Phoenix, right? I hardly see that as much of a problem.
Yeah, not much of a problem at all.
Oh, really? The bridge is burning before your eyes, and there's a phone right next to it. Why then did you not report the accident?
Yes, witness, why didn't you? Were you there simply to watch the bridge burn? Some
He's the one who caused it.
Some men just like to watch the bridges burn.
And therein lies the problem. For even if the bridge had burnt out, he was still there, just watching. Staring into space, this witness didn't even attempt to fulfill his civic duty. What a buffoon.
That's what it sounds like.
Ah, but this is Larry we are talking about, and even he is incapable of being so stupid. Which means there has to be a reason for his inaction. A very stupid reason.
Edgy? I think it's about time I got serious with you, dude.
No. Just as I thought, you've been playing with us all this time. Playing around with your...
He activates his double personality. Listen, I'm going to tell you everything. Are you sure you want to hear it all?
Yes, bear it all for the court to see.
Bear, reveal your sins into the world.
God,
What was he saying?
then say it.
Oh, well, I have a terribly bad feeling about this, however. Let's have the witness finally give us the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Now, for this 15-minute gap, what were you doing, witness?
Your mom.
That's all it is.
No one?
Yeah.
I'm being him. I'm an artist. What do you think I was doing? Sketching in front of the bridge. I was whipped up into a frenzy of art. The shock and all that I was feeling. I transferred all that directly into the page. Before I realized it's like it gone on. Then he came running up. Huh.
I suppose artists can be strange folk.
That's right. I'm willing to sacrifice everything in order to draw the perfect sketch.
Including the truth from the sound of it.
Mr. Edgeworth, has this removed the last of your doubts?
Not at all, Your Honor. One very large doubt still remains, and that doubt is standing at the witness stand.
Felix, come down.
But Edgy, I'm standing at the witness stand.
I rest my case.
And what would that be?
This is a surprisingly believable story, especially considering the source. He's just like picking his nose. So why did he think he needed to hide it from us until now? I intend to drag the reason out of him, screaming and kicking if I have to.
You'll regret this, Edgy.
Why are you such an
My
obstacle?
next canvas will be
Why?
using your blood.
Why are you such a human obstacle, standing in my way? Why do you exist? Alright, I'm sure it's gonna be something we have to press, so I will just do it all.
Okay.
We probably skipped this first statement, actually, but yeah. Just hold it! Sketching the burning bridge. I'll never understand artists.
The burning bridge and everything that came with it.
What came with it?
You want to hear this from my lips, do you, Edgy?
That's weirdly
You
seductive.
regret this? Yeah!
Enough. Just take that ridiculous sketch of yours out already. Just whip it out, witness, before I whip you out of this courtroom.
You drew a giant penis.
Guys,
What are you talking about? I don't know what you mean!
That does indeed appear to be the fastest solution. I'll leave to you, Mr. Edgeworth. Whip it out of him.
What should I do? I've got a terrible feeling that the instant this sketch is revealed, the entire world may be changed by what is depicted there. Absolutely.
Like I said, this is just a giant penis.
Larry, I wonder if you could just show us your sketch, please?
Well, even I couldn't imagine it turned out like this.
Why are you such a dick? Imagine what?
That Lori's the names to be able to take place here, today. It's...
I can
Ow!
imagine he actually pronounces it like that.
show it now.
Okay, but steel yourselves. This is the world of Lori's Nim. What?
See, it's a bridge.
You just like at the, you know,
Who the
those
fuck
lights.
is that up there?
Artistic integrity.
Well,
That sucked.
so this is Dusky Bridge, correct? Quite a large bridge, isn't it? Your response, Mr. Karma?
Yes, well, it's a better drawing than I expected.
Aww. Isn't it? I struggled to reproduce those flames, I really did.
Yes, I'm sure you did.
This is going to get ugly. No one has the courage to bring it up, it seems. This mysterious flying object.
Whee!
Larry. What the fuck, Larry?
What?
No, you shut up. Larry, I need you to tell me. I'm going to ask you one thing and you're going to give me the answer. Do you understand? No, no words. Nod your head. You understand, Larry?
He nods like slowly.
What? And I cannot stress this enough. What the fuck is wrong with you? What is that unfortunate looking figure?
How'd you spot that? I thought you might.
Larry. However much I want to ignore it, I cannot.
It's Iris, of course. Iris. Wish she had taken better care of herself. We had to plan for our future, you know. What would have happened to her if she had injured herself flying like that?
Larry Donia. I'm Larry Butts. I forgot your actual last name for a moment there because seriously, what the fuck? Larry, please answer this next question honestly.
Okay.
Are you really claiming to have seen this? Are you claiming to have seen the silhouette of the defendant flying over a bridge that was engulfed in flames?
Yep, that's what I saw. That's why I drew it. I'm an artist. A real artist. Why am I getting this feeling of dread coming from the left side of me?
Oh no, it's on both sides of you.
And everybody pays attention to Larry. All of you party with cake.
I'm going to kill you, Larry.
You.
Hi! The girl, she's really high up in this picture.
I didn't read the bottom part, so I thought you just said she's really high. Getting a little
No, that's the joke.
Baby,
Edgeworth said R, Francisca said U, and Judge said hi.
Did you actually say that?
Yeah.
Oh.
R.
You.
Hi! The girl, she's really high up in this picture. What the fuck was that for?
This is all a bad dream.
Okay, we're gonna take a recess. I need to take some ibuprofen and lie down. Oh, God. I'm getting an aneurysm. I'm just being near this fucking idiot's presence.
I was hitting you on the cheek to test that theory.
Please whip your own cheek from now on if you wish to test your wild theories. Anyway, what the fuck was that? Edward. No court of law will ever acknowledge that people can fly.
What about the circus case last game?
No, we don't talk about that. We never talk about the circus case.
She's
She was flying pretty high, my sweet Iris. She was about 30 feet above the bridge. At least it was really south of the sea.
This has to be some kind of joke. You're a joke, Mr. Butts. Mr. Edgeworth, please bring the witness back down to earth.
I don't think I can. What? Me?
This witness is your friend, is he not?
That's
a weird choice of words.
accessory to foolishness, Miles Edgeworth.
God, please kill me now.
God damn it.
Let's get back to the cross-examination by force, if necessary. Mr. Edgeworth, I expect you to expose the obvious contradiction here.
Yes, Your Honor. Looks like I've got another reason to remember this more.
Well, what do you think of my debut piece?
Get that thing away from me.
Larry's.
Now hurry up and cross-examine him.
Alright, so now we have the sketch.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Let's go through assessment. Hold on.
Hold on.
You mean this thing?
Objection!
I can't believe I have the same objection with 2 witnesses today. Larry. What? And I cannot stress this enough. The fuck?
You already asked me that, Edgy.
I know! What did you really see that night? Not that I particularly care.
In your position, that's just being irresponsible.
Not your defense.
I hear exactly what I saw. I'll give you a whole $1. It's the truth.
Oh no, a whole $1. I can buy an ice cream cone. If that truly is the case, then there's one thing that we can say for certain.
What that might be?
I'm going to kill this witness, Your Honor. That the person who flew over the bridge could not have been the defendant, Iris. I don't even know where we're going with this.
What? What do you mean? I don't understand. Ah!
A foolhardy folly of a foolish statement by being equally foolishly foolhardy fool. How exactly can you make this claim? I must have forgot my medication because I'm an idiot all of a sudden. The force of the idiotness of Larry Butts has given me an aneurysm and I've suffered brain damage.
Tell us, Larry, according to this picture, the individual who you say you saw was wearing a hood, correct?
Of course she was. That run-down sack is quite away from the bridge. The hood is what told me that was a floating angel. Was my Iris. The hood is my darling Iris, and Iris is my darling hood. Ah!
I was born by the hood, I'd live by the hood, and I'll die by the hood.
West Side, motherfucker.
West Side! It seems there are bigger fools in this world than the one at the defense's bench.
Love you too, sister.
You too, Francisco. Larry, there's something you need to be made aware of. On the night of the murder, Iris wasn't wearing her hood.
I know, she was naked.
And she was given what? She had given it to Wright as a gift. Are you going to change your story now? Perhaps suggest it was Wright who took flight?
I mean, it did fly straight down.
What are you talking about?
I think you understand what I mean just fine.
No,
just
I'm
slapping him across the face the entire time. Just slap.
Why?
I will not stop. Listen, Larry, I'm going to start slapping you. And I'm not going to stop until either you die or I've stopped being frustrated. So it's probably going to be that first one.
Why did Nick have Iris's hood?
No, we don't have enough time to go into this right now. What?
Edgy, what's going on with Iris and Nick?
Oh my god.
Oh, don't you dare start
Don't start this. I will.
Why, you Nick, you dog!
Please let this be the end. I'm done.
I do believe that this unbelievably mysterious sketch is destined to disappear, discredited and discarded straight into the garbage.
I thought my life was a comedy. Now I know it's a tragedy.
If pain is French for bread, then I own an entire fucking bakery.
What is it now, witness?
Feels like I've been waiting 25 years for this very day to come. Edgy, today's the day I get to completely stupefy you.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
What is the meaning of your outburst, witness?
I hate to have to do this, but I have some definitive evidence.
What? Definitive?
Evidence?
Iris didn't he come flying over the burning bush? Well,
Hold the
that
fucking
statement already.
phone. Hold the fucking phone.
And I, Lawrence Denim, shall prove it.
I didn't expect to ask this again, but we shall be needing your testimony. Why? Just ask him for the fucking evidence. Tell us anything you know concerning the defendant as depicted in this sketch. And show your evidence that this nightmare was actually a reality.
Okay, I hope you're ready, Edgy. Because I'm going to feed you a whopping serving of pain!
I should have said bread. No, you've been serving us a whopping serving of pain this whole time, trust me.
God damn it, I might have to kill him. That statement.
Rupert Iris flew!
When I reached Dusky Bridge, she was already gone. I was so worried, so I frantically searched all over for her. That led me finding a beautiful crystal sphere, half buried in the snow.
What the actual fuck? There's blood on that! You've been carrying that this whole time?!
I'm sure that Iris is simply wearing a spare hood. After all, no one else could have lost a crystal sphere, right?
A crystal sphere, that's my least favorite Indiana Blones movie.
That's my least favorite shape and material. This one, pretty, isn't it? But finders keepers. God damn, I fucking hate him.
That's fair. Where did you find it? Is it a big ass marble?
Let me see it. Around here somewhere. Looks about right.
And it was half buried in snow.
Pretty much stopped snowing by then. I like the fact that he is this woman's assistant. Took a fucking picture of her with that staff. Are you okay?
Larry. Larry.
There's still some falling, but I walked to the bridge.
The court accepts this crystal sphere. Get out of my courtroom!
That's mine, okay? I went back afterwards.
I can't promise you that. There's something on it. Oh my, it's ketchup! Wait, no. Nope, it's blood.
Oh, wait, here. And he looks again. No, that's blood.
Nope, still blood.
What? Blood? 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 I think we found the murder weapon, Your Honor. The victim was stabbed with this sphere.
They had to push pretty fucking hard.
Yeah.
You ready, Eddie? But by tomorrow morning, you'll be calling me Master Larry.
Is this some sort of strange BDSM thing?
I like the sound that no one's gonna push me around anymore.
Didn't you want to be called Louistonium only a few minutes ago? I will kill you. I will do it. This whole entire court will be witness, and I will get away with it because you're just that fucking stupid.
I will do it with a smile on my face.
You cannot stop me.
This picture's already good. Start to look for her.
Okay. Yeah.
It was sitting in snow with a little gathering on top of it. Very hard to spot, actually. I mean, it was dark out, too.
I'm impressed. You did well to find it.
No matter what you may think of me, when you look at me, I'm a pro, a genius security guard.
God, that was
Can I borrow from my company to help
Dude.
search? And sparkles really brightly as it'll say, "Here I am" to me.
Here I am, stuck in the middle with you.
It does indeed look very similar to the crystal sphere on Iris's hood. But I remind you that she was not wearing her hood that night.
Yeah, that's it.
It's this one, but I don't know whether it should do her, the picture, or the staff. So I'm
Okay,
gonna have to do.
save. I think it's the staff. No, actually, I think it's the picture. Because we have to be like, no one else could have lost a crystal sphere. We have to be like, hey, here's a picture.
Yep.
Yeah,
Nice.
and then we'll have to be like, what do you mean? She wasn't missing it. It's on her staff. And we'll have to be like, oh, look at the staff.
Larry. That night, there was someone.
You see his hair getting whiter from the stress.
Yeah.
Someone who lost a crystal sphere.
There was? Who? Who was the stupid idiot?
Shh, it's quiet time now, Larry. It's time for us to be quiet. I'm gonna tell you why I hate you so fucking much. Miss Elise O'Neill, the mentor to a stupid idiot.
The victim?
No, shh. It's quiet. I have a photo of her here. Look at see. Can you see the crystal sphere? If you look at the end of her staff, you can see this familiar looking crystal sphere.
Hey. That's my photograph. Give it back.
Harry, do you want to find out what will happen to you if you cause my blood pressure to rise above a certain point?
Interrupt my story again, Larry.
See what happens.
How?
A crystal sphere like that is quite easy to find. I have one just like it on my brooch.
They look nothing alike.
Francisca, in any case, please take a look at this. This is the victim's staff, found at the scene of the crime.
Ah! The crystals!
You just get stabbed out of nowhere.
Now, we're gonna continue going. Just ignore the judge with the knife sticking out of his bosom.
Crystal sphere! It's good!
What?
Larry!
What?
Quiet time's over.
What does this mean?
Anyone jumped or flew across the bridge that night? It certainly was not Iris. After all, she was not wearing a hood. More importantly, the crystal spheres found that that landing site was not hers either.
That means the one who flew. Are we seriously even still considering this? It was the victim, Miss Elise O'Neill.
A fool alongside another fool, and a fool's errand to reach a foolish conclusion. First of all, this sketch, which I prefer to call a scribble, is ridiculous.
Aww.
People cannot fly, thus it is rejected.
You can't do that. I saw it with my own two eyes.
This crystal sphere, this is nothing more than a red herring.
It's what?
God, this is a joke that's so underrated. But you remember a pup named Scooby-Doo?
Yeah.
The fact that Fred always thought that the monster was Red Herring, a kid named Red Herring, named after the phrase Red Herring, which refers to a story beat where something looks like the obvious, like, thing, and it turns out to not be it. That's so fucking funny! It's so good! And it's just the fact that it flew over my head as a kid, it's just, he's literally a red herring!
It's okay. You were a dumb boy back then.
It's okay, I also didn't know what it was until I read a series of unfortunate events.
You honestly believe that?
I have not finished the rest of that series with Neil Patrick Harris, and
He's such a weird choice.
I know, but he was really good.
Give it some thought, and I'm sure you'll realize it as well, Niles Edgeworth. Elise O'Neill was in her room on the night of the murder. There was no reason for her to go to Dusky Bridge. Therefore, the sphere cannot be related to this case. That is all.
There's literally blood on it. Miss Francisca von Karma. Where the only people who will accept that explanation are scatterbrains and clowns.
You hear that, Larry? What?
You hear that, Larry? You're a clown. We're going to play a little clown game now. It's where you dance around and actually throw knives at you. But you have to dance perfectly in time with the music, or I'll stab you.
What?
And you know what song we're going to do?
Eye of the Tiger. No. Through the fire and flames.
No,
Just like
we are going to do what's called Rush
Anyway, next line.
E. You ever heard of that? Oh my god, you gotta look it up later. It is a piece of like piano music that's literally impossible to play with just 2 hands.
Oh.
Like somebody did like the keys you have to press for it as it goes scrolling down. And eventually it starts to look like a bullet hell.
Okay.
Why are you pointing at me?
The victim's crystal sphere was found near the bridge on the night of the murder. Yet you expect us to believe this has nothing to do with the case.
That crystal sphere, it was probably thrown away off the bridge after the murder.
After the murder?
There is blood on the crystal sphere, isn't there? This naturally suggests that it was thrown away after the murder took place. The killer placed it there to throw the investigation off the scent.
Why the fuck does there blood on it then?
Francisco, come on, man.
It's the exact same reason that he drew that ridiculous...
Oh, you think Larry did it? I mean, I'm okay with that. But
You mean I'm the killer? No!
All joking aside, just when did this crystal appears near the foot of the bridge? Unless this can be proven in some way, I refuse to believe that it's related to the case.
she makes a valid point. There is no evidence that Elistonium left Joe's temple that night. However, if somehow this crystal sphere can be proven to have been dropped before the victim was killed, then this case is going to transform into something else entirely.
Your response, Mr. Edgeworth. I want your final opinion on the disposition of this crystal sphere.
Hey, a minute.
Got the save music going. As in, save right here, fucko.
If it's not related to this case, then this witness who you called will have been nothing more than a monumental waste of time.
I mean, I agree with you, but seriously. The fuck, Larry?
Prepare yourself for some very appropriate punishment, Miles Edgeworth.
Prove it? Can I prove that the crystal sphere was dropped before the murder took place? That isn't the issue. To simply prove it, that's the only option. That's what he'd do. That's the way Phoenix Wright would do this. I miss him. It's been so long since he was here in this courtroom. Your Honor, I'd like to slap this table and call it a bitch now. Allow me to prove something here. I will prove that this crystal sphere is a vital link to solving this case.
You what now?
That look in your eyes, you remind me of him when he is cornered.
That should come as no surprise.
I like the corner.
I mean, he beat you every time you stood on that end of the bench anyway. Because right now, I am indeed cornered.
I order you to present your evidence, Mr. Edgeworth.
Dropped somewhere before the murder?
Is it the staff? The staff's not on the photo. I think you got it wrong.
Birds of a feather flock together. Are you familiar with this phrase? Miles Edgeworth, I think one such bird is calling for its feather now.
Go on, go, Edgy. Do it. Prove it. Win, win, win.
He's cheering. It's as though as I'm listening to the ominous cause of ravens.
Okay,
Let's do this one more time.
thank God I have the time stuff. Okay.
Oh, what now?
murder.
She fell.
Take that!
Nope, that was not it.
No. Okay.
I kind of like your idea, though.
Oh, whoopsie. I'm sitting on the remote, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna save it before that waste time.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
I'm thinking.
Oh shit. Half covered in snow.
So do the weather report then.
Take that!
Yeah. Damn it. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna do the crystal ball then.
Save right here. Okay, never mind.
Fuck, sorry.
Because there's a chance that it could be you can't prove it.
If that doesn't work, then I'll do that. I can't prove it.
Take that!
What? Okay, that seems weird, but okay.
This crystal sphere was half buried in the snow, correct? Well, why would that be?
That's right. If I hadn't stopped snowing if it hadn't stopped snowing, then it would have been game over. The snow would have totally covered it.
That's all I needed to hear from you, Larry. Now shut up, Larry. I didn't say shh.
Quiet time. Use your indoor voice.
Indoor voice?
Instead of indoor, just don't fucking talk.
Right here. This is where my see my hand. This is where my blood pressure is right now. If it goes up here, I'm going to kill you. Your testimony makes one thing quite clear, Larry.
What?
When the crystal sphere was dropped, it was snowing, even if it was ever so slightly. Snowing. On the other hand, let us look at the scene of the murder. As proven earlier today, there's no snow on the victim's body. Aha! Aha! That's why it showed us that picture! Therefore, the crystal sphere must have been dropped before the murder! What?
Order! Order!
On the night of the murder, the victim did indeed go to this dusky bridge. And there, something occurred that caused the SAS crystal sphere to come loose.
What could that have been?
This sphere, there's some blood on it, is it there? Allow me to raise a certain possibility at this junction. The real crime scene was near the foot of Dusky Bridge.
The murder did take place in the Joe's Temple courtyard. Only a fool would suggest such a foolish piece of absolute foolishness.
Just who is the fool, and which part is so foolish, Mr. Von Palmer?
All of it! Have you been paying any attention this whole time, Miles Edgeworth? People don't fly. The sister saw everything. She saw the victim being killed by the defendant in the Joe's Temple courtyard.
Objection!
That's not exactly true, now is it? put it more precisely, what she saw was the murder weapon being removed from the victim's body.
That's the same thing.
No, it is not. You said it yourself.
Very little blood is actually lost at the moment of a blade's insertion. If you want to talk about when the most blood would be lost from a body,
You said report the tables, right?
yeah,
Okay.
that would be when the blade is removed.
If that statement is true, then tell me. Then Dusty Bridge would very easily be the scene of the murder. The murder weapon was not removed, thus there was no bleeding.
You are forgetting one vital thing, Miles Edgeworth. At least the man's body was found in Joe's temple. On foot it takes 15 minutes to travel from...
But it wasn't on foot now, was it? She flew. I just
Maybe
imagine
attach her cord to a kite or something.
Fucking Edgeworth is going out of his fucking mind. Like he just what Phoenix has to go through is driving him genuinely insane. Next line.
You mean to suggest someone carried the body all that way?
No, Francisca. The body flew, remember? The only place to take this is to the end. I just need to prove that my version of the events is also perfectly plausible.
I don't know what the fuck's going on here anymore, but if the defense is ready, the court would like to have an explanation. Please show us the method by which the victim's body was carried to blah blah Joe's temple.
Should we do it?
Take that!
On that snowy night, there was one way that a body could have been moved.
Look at this photo! Look at it! Look, everyone, look!
A snowmobile! Is it a novel concept? You can move a body with a snowmobile. Didn't we?
Miles Edgeworth, are you okay?
As we know, the snowmobile was used that night. It was explained as having been used to dispose of the murder weapon. But I actually think it could have been used to carry bodies. Is it a novel concept vehicle being used to carry bodies around?
Order! Shut the fuck up!
This is completely unacceptable, Miles Edgeworth. What would Father think? What would Papa think? You've dug yourself into your own grave.
No, Francisca. What do you mean?
The only one who could have used the snowmobile was the defendant. She's the one who moved the body. Doesn't that put the final nail in your coffin?
Yes, but you see, there's one problem. My defendant cannot fly. Therefore, there's no way she could have done the murder.
What the fuck?
In fact, the defense has proven something else entirely. We've shown that this case requires further investigation.
What?
Where was the victim, Calistonia, really killed if her body was moved through the air, on a kite, whatever for? And finally, just what does this image mean? Just whip rips that picture in half.
Do you even need to think about that? Such a creature could never see the truth, let alone describe it.
I think this witness certainly sits on one of the lowest possible branches of humanity.
Jesus
He
Christ.
is clearly the missing link
Let's
between
just
monkeys.
shit on Larry Butt's day, I guess.
However, he could never utter a lie from that would hurt a girl with whom he's enamored. He drew this, so it is something that actually happened. Somehow! The defense stands firm on this point.
Edgy. Thank you.
So that settles it then. Girls flying around, waving their underwear in people's faces. What is this world coming to?
Wait, what?
What? I cannot give a verdict under these circumstances.
Talking about that Florida man that got kicked off a flight?
What?
You never heard about that?
Don't worry about it. Keep going.
Do you actually want to hear about
No,
that?
I don't want to hear that. Just keep going.
We wasted too much time already.
I need a fucking break.
Bam, bam.
Right. I'm going fucking ballistic. I seem to have fulfilled my part in this.
I'm out.
I'm
Fuck
out.
this.
It's just as I thought. I'm going to go fuck a man in the butt. Francisca von Karma, you make a wonderful partner. Big brother?
Shut the fuck up.
There was one reason, and one alone, for me being here. To expose the darkness lurking in this case, and then pass it on to Wright.
Really? That's what this was all about?
Yes, because I can't fucking do this anymore. This is so fucking stupid. How the fuck does that man stay sane throughout all this bullshit? Especially you, Larry. You, who I kind of wish would take a fall off a bridge too.
You could've just told me this from the very beginning. Then it would've had friend. Yeah, I don't know.
Miles Edgeworth, I don't care what you were here to do. This was my chance to finally grind you under my heel.
A shame that your chance seems to have slipped you by.
What a shame.
This is all your fault. Such a terrible witness. Foolish fool. You are an affront to all the legal system stands for! I demand satisfaction!
Jesus Christ. He's dead.
Ooh.
Fucking killed him.
I cannot believe that the witness's testimony relates to an actual event. However, there has to be some sort of answer for the questions it raises. Have his words here today been the truth or lies? Next time we gather in this courtroom,
In Dragon Balls.
join us next year for the next exciting episode. Those matters shall be addressed in a year.
To be continued.
No! Wait, will you just skip my children?
What does it say?
Comrade, who's comrade number 2? Oh, that's me. Yes, please, come over.
I'm counting on thorough investigations by both the defense and the prosecution. Get the fuck out of my courtroom!
And with this day, this long-ass court day, is up to
Finally
you.
died.
I can die in peace. He just fades away.
Court is now and finally adjourned. Get me out of here.
Oh, thank God. This is actually me tired. Like, this is so stupid. And yeah, we're gonna leave off here. Like, I know we were really stretching out that beginning, but I knew that was because of what was coming. But I wasn't prepared. I wasn't prepared, dude.
Sorry. I'm done. That drained me.
February 9! That might be the next day we play this game. I'm just kidding. We'll play it again next week.
Next year.
Actually, what day is it? Oh, I guess it is next year, because 3 days from now.
Mm-hmm.
What day will we be hanging out? It'll be the 7th? That doesn't seem right. Yes, it will be. It'll be 7th.
Cool.
Yeah. And then after that...
Have you given them my gifts of that being I got?
No, they're coming today. I haven't seen them since you gave it to us.
Ah, okay.
Alright. Okay. What a case, what a case, what a case, what a mighty fine case. Hey, go. Give them to the archive, baby.